Maybe. I don't know what's going on.
We had a guy steal $3,000 worth of stuff.
Jeez.
He went to Lynn's Crafter and stole 6 pairs of glasses. Total turns out to be $3,000.
God damn.
Yeah.
Breaking news. We got an eyeglass Steve. Breaking news. We got an eyeglass Steve in Heath, Ohio, ladies and gentlemen. Be on the lookout. Put out an all points bulletin. This guy needed glasses real fucking bad.
Right? Jesus.
Anywho, what's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. You know what that means? It's time for What the Fuck News. It is a part of the Nonsensical Network. And
he tried doing the trick on me again.
He
tried to bite me.
And if you're not following us already, if you don't know who we are, shame on us. And if you do know who we are and you're not following us and you're not watching us, a shame on you. But we are part of the Nonsensical Network. You can find us everywhere you listen to podcasts at all at the what's up, man? At the Nonsensical Network on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. You can watch the shows live Monday through Sunday on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and now Rumble Studios. If you guys are a part of the Rumble community, welcome to the Nonsensical Network. Welcome, everybody. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying our brand of podcasting. And you can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts at. All at the Nonsensical Network, or simply go to bio.link/Nonsensical Network. And you're going to get them links all right there, including a link to our merch if you guys would like to buy our merch. Nikki, our head of merchandising, has put up new hats. We were requested hats. Ooh. So we do have the fitted hats, the flex fitted hats, and the trucker style hats. And I've seen one so far. There's a camouflage trucker style hat. And I think I want to get that one.
Right?
I think I want to rock the camo. So shout out to Nikki. We have some more designs and shirts coming up soon. She just got her, I bought her a heat press so she can do shirts, hats, and cups with it. I got her a big, fancy, nice one. It just came in today. She's going to get to practicing on that. So we might be doing some stuff in home as well. But yeah, give us a follow, give us a like, give us a share if you'd be so kind. We greatly appreciate that. This is What the Fuck News, where if it's in the news and it makes us say what the fuck, well, we're going to talk about it. What's going on, Benji? Yeah, we was how long? Intro needs to be as long as I want it to be.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see you up here doing it, Mister Big mouth. Put your money where your mouth is.
A
Big
lot
shot.
of
baby.
talk from behind that keyboard there, sir.
Wednesday means 2 days to payday. Yes, sir.
I sent you the video. I edited it.
Dang.
It's just
Another community I missed out on. What's too long? I got to put the stuff out there, man. I got to let people know where to find us and where to follow us and where to check out awesome shows like Men Caring for Men or Glick's House of Music or What the Fuck News or Cash's Corner.
and
or
we
whose
must
argument is any?
talk. We must talk about our merch because that's all we do.
Yeah. Whose argument is it anyways? Nonsensical nonsense, unnecessary roughness, the NFL kickoff show, and Jeff's Garage, if and when that ever happens again. But I got to put all that stuff out there because if I don't, how are people going to find us?
Exactly.
And how are people going to know about these awesome shows that I have put together and I have created and I have made happen? I'm just saying. It's hard being this humble. It really is.
I smell ego. It smells like shit.
It smells like awesomeness.
So I uploaded it.
Got to put all that out there. This is and the music is the shortest intro we have across the board.
To be honest.
I also need a little bit longer intro because unlike other shows I won't mention hosted by other people, I actually share the shows out that I host. So I need a little bit of extra time so I can throw it all out on the socials.
Sure. There, I got that video uploaded. The last one.
Nice.
Edit.
Cool.
Put it on there.
I use that for break tonight. One of the breaks tonight.
Yeah.
No, I do want to before we get too far into the news and we get too far into the show, I do want to send a huge shout out to my man AJG. He hung out with me last night in Glick's House of Music. We may or may not have gotten canceled. We're still pending the cancellation. We're waiting for the rioters and protesters to show up at our door.
Isn't that normal though?
Yeah.
Us
But,
getting canceled?
Yeah. I told him, I said, the great thing about the Nonsensical Network is that at this point, we're pretty much untouchable. I said, none of us can run for political office, but we're pretty much untouchable. Yeah. But we're pretty much untouchable in the cancellation department. But no, he was cool as shit. His music is freaking awesome. The newest member of the Nonsensical family, so to say, he was super cool, and we'll probably be doing some stuff down the road again with him on the different various other shows. So if you guys aren't already, go ahead and check him out. You can find him at AJ3_305. Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide.
I was
Not
just gonna
Pitbull.
say,
Not Pitbull.
he's the wish Pitbull.
No, dude. I asked him,
But in the best way.
Curious, I was curious about his ethnicity. My man, his mom was, I think he said his mom was 100% Filipino, and his dad was half black and half Puerto Rican. I said, God damn, you got all the good genes, bro. So you're gonna be 70 and still look like you're 20.
Exactly.
He was like, I hope. I was like,
As
damn,
opposed
son.
to some of these chicks walk around 20, but they look like they're 40.
Mm-hmm. I was like, damn, man. No, he was fun. He was fun, and he had a bunch of his people in the chat. He's got a real nice community around him that supports him. They were in the chat pretty much all night long, going,
Nice.
And then some of
ham.
our regulars, yes, couple of our regulars were in there. It was a good show, man. I'm loving doing Tuesday nights. Every show gets better and better. But and then the guests, man. I can't believe I'm locking in guests as quick as I am. I'm already booking into October.
Damn.
I'll fill October up. I need one confirmation. And once I get this one confirmation, I'll have October because then I'll know when I can schedule other people.
Right.
But I'll have October completely filled up and probably into November.
Nice.
So I got people that are actually asking me to come on. That's some what the fuck news for you right there.
That's that. You know what? That is it. But that's the goal. where you don't have to reach out. People reach out to you and you're like, yeah, you know what? I don't like your shit. So no, you know,
Yeah.
that's the end goal.
Thanks, Mitch. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, I want to come on your show.
No, you
you
suck.
You suck.
Never saw that message. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't
that
ask
was
me,
Jeff
I
that
ask
said
you. Yeah. You don't ask me, I ask you.
but that's the funny thing is, like, you know, we started the show that became shows and became a network, what, 3-4 years ago? And now
about
we're
3
at
years,
the
a little
point,
over 3 years ago.
now we're at the point where people are contacting you being like, hey, I want to be on your show. Hey, I want to be on your show. That's, you know, it's slow growth, but you want to talk about growth. I'm impressed with ours.
I like our growth. I'm glad that we didn't buy and pay followers and buy and pay views and stuff like that. I'm glad that it was.
Well, let's be honest. We couldn't afford it if we tried. So
I mean, if I wanted to, if I wanted to, I could have thrown it into the budget, but I'm not going to waste the money on it. I mean, I like the organic growth.
I do as well. It's, you know, I was talking to the wife last night, and we were talking about the difference between the easy way and the hard way. The easy way is like, I could make $1 million selling drugs, but I sold my soul to do it. Or
if I knew somebody that would hook me up with some drugs to sell, I would probably sell some drugs.
No, but it's like
I could be like Will Ferrell,
the example I used last night was, if I got a call from some rando chicks like, I'll give you $1 billion to fuck me. Basically, be a whore for a weekend. Agreed. Me, I'd be like, when do we leave? But
be like,
if I made $1 billion, doing regular, legitimate business, you know, like your old standard fashion hard work, which am I more proud of?
Oh, I'm gonna feel pretty good either way. I got $1 billion in my bank.
Agreed.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean,
as a guy, 100%. But if you put the shoe on the other foot of, if you're a chick and you're like, I made $1 billion because I slept with the guy. Yeah, you're a whore.
Yeah,
or I made $1 billion trading on the market.
I'm different. I'm like, hey, good on you. I mean, if that shit's worth, I don't think my dick's worth $1, let alone $1 billion.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any.
I said, I'm gonna.
I don't think there's any coochie out there that's worth $1 billion. Hey, girl, good on you. You got that good for $1 billion.
My point is like, would you what would you make you more proud as a person?
I'll throw my pride out the window at the end of the day. I got $1 billion in the bank. My pride is out the window.
Well, let's say it's $1,000. Let's say it's $1,000. Would you be more happy if you were like, I worked hard and I made $1,000, or I did something?
Well, I make more than that. I make more than that at my job every, now.
My point is, like, I wouldn't put a bumper sticker on my car. I made $1 million because I suck dick. No. But I made $1 million on the market. There's a difference. That's the thing.
We were talking.
That's a weird thing.
As we talk about
Elon. No, but like Elon Musk is like,
what the fuck,
Jeff? I'm going to give you $1 billion to suck dick, or you could work hard for 1 year and make $1 billion. Which are you more proud of? Are you going to put a bumper sticker in your car and say, I made $1 billion sucking dick? No. But you made $1 billion working hard. I'm going to put that bumper sticker on my car.
I mean, I might. I got $1 billion.
At the end of the day,
again, I got $1 billion. Yeah, I got $1 billion in the bank. I'm not too worried about how I got it or where it came from. At the end of the day, do you have $1 billion? Are you going to judge me? Do you have $1 billion in your bank account?
Yeah, well, it's the Andrew Tate argument. What color is your Bugatti?
Yeah.
I love that argument.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, what color is your Bugatti?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you from the sound of all the cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching from my bank account.
So, oh my gosh, I got a story to tell you. So I found this new channel on YouTube, and it's called it's Retro Commercials.
Right? I'm right there with you, Benj, and I ain't judging you I
I'll
ain't
take
judging you a
balls for
single
$1
I ain't judging you a single iota for. Hey man, I'm like, hey, my man worked hard to get that money. He had to swallow more than his pride to get that money, if you know what I mean.
He got that money.
Shit,
But
I ain't buying
I
a fucking Bugatti.
You were
I'm
saying
gonna go spend $200,000 on the Chevy I want.
you were saying cha-ching. We found this channel on YouTube. It's called Retro Rewind, and they show all these commercials from like the 80s and 90s. And I showed the kids that Rally's commercial where the guy's like cha-ching. It's actually Seth Green.
Mhm.
And I was explaining to the kids last night that the whole cha-ching was a thing in the 90s, like you read about. And they didn't get the concept. Like, do you remember back in the 90s when you would do something cool you thought was cool, you'd be like, cha-ching, ching, ching. All right, go upstairs.
Easy racist.
How is that racist? Wait, what am I?
I heard what he said. Asian 8, and calm down. Ben. I'll swallow someone else's pride.
Yeah, you would.
Anyways, what's your? You were saying that you had a new segment or something before.
I got a new segment tonight.
Before we get into a story or two before we take a break.
I got a little bitty song for you, sir. And this song, it's about a minute
right
5
to be little bitty.
And I'm calling this segment.
City.
I'm calling this segment. I'm gonna do this occasionally. I'm calling this segment "What the Fuck Internet." So
what the fuck?
I need you to watch though. I need you to watch the first part of this video and then listen to the song. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this.
You ever seen a log on a log?
I thought she was cute, I thought she was sweet, until she took a dump right in front of me. I said, girl, did you just take a shit on a log? She said it wasn't me, I just stepped on a frog. I said, no, I just seen you shit on that log. And she said, no, wait, Troy, please don't go. I ran, but I couldn't escape. I just watched my girlfriend just defecate on a log and blame it on a frog. I said, damn girl, there was a bathroom up the road. I could have took you up there to use the commode. And she said, no, 'cause I like dropping logs on logs.
Nice.
So I found that last night and I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to play this on the show and I need to have your reaction. So what are your thoughts, sir? I do like the little ditty of a song.
I like the song. I want to know who that guy is and see if I can get him on Glick's House of Music now.
Agreed. I actually sent it to you as well on TikTok. So
man, I don't know.
She shit on that log, dude. I don't think she actually shit. It looked like a brownie that was mashed up and she dropped it. But what the fuck? What? There's another video out there, and I don't have it, where the guy, he's standing by a toilet and it looks like he shoots a turd into the toilet when he's like a couple feet away. And it's like, you know what? There's some things you shouldn't put on the internet.
Right, man.
There you go.
$1 billion is not good. Yeah, I need to know who that guy is. I'll honestly reach out to him and be like, hey, man. Gonna come on my
you ever been on a podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he did a great song.
No, you know, it's one of those things. One thing that we know about the internet and that we know about whether it was Vine when Vine was around and popular or with TikTok since TikTok's come about or any other, it's the same thing with the Hawk 2 ago. It's all about getting a reaction and doing things for a reaction. And that's exactly what that girl.
Viral moment.
That's what that girl did. I mean, she picked up a pine cone, put it under her shirt, whatever the case was, and was like, There's the log on a log, and most,
Drop the log.
and I would love to see how many hits and likes and views that her original video has.
got.
Where like most people like myself, I'd just be like, "You're a fucking idiot." Like, move on, move along. Again, and I'm not on TikTok. I am honestly, I am not on TikTok anymore. I very rarely even post on there anymore. I know I need to, but I'm so over. I'm over the algorithm. I don't care for the idiots on the internet. And I understand we're idiots on the internet too.
Yeah, but the stuff like that's cute, entertaining stuff. But there's the one guy, he does the shit's getting weird part of Infinity. That dude finds stuff like that all the time.
It'd be like if I stood up right here in the middle of the show right now, it'd be like, you ever seen a brick on a brick? Just
do it. When I saw that last night, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta show these guys. I gotta show the guys. I thought it was funny.
You want to entertain me? You want to entertain me, little lady? Actually, shit on that log.
Right?
No, I like that guy's song. It was a fun little song. The song made me laugh.
A cute little
that I like. Yeah, that I like. I like this song. It made it at the end.
He goes,
that I like. But no, seriously, you're gonna have to like send me that video or find out who that guy is so I can look him up. And I'm gonna hit him up. I will see if I can hit him on Luke's House of Music. So I don't know. I'll have to get on TikTok and look and see.
Let me check here real quick. I can open my TikTok.
I'll look him up and see if I can get him on the show. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
and then I'll propose a challenge to him. I'll be like, what I need you to do is go back and skim through a couple few of the different episodes and write a song about us that you can do on the show.
I did send it to you, and I sent it to Blaze, and Blaze's reaction, she's a keeper.
Nice.
I just read it. I did send it to you. The guy's name is
This is a podcast about news that makes us say, what
Troy Drewberry.
What is it?
Troy Drewberry. Or Dewberry. D-E-W Berry. B-E-R-R-Y.
That's what this is.
Yeah, I did find that hilarious.
You got anything else before we go to break?
No, that's it for right now. It's hard to follow that up with something funnier. Although I do have a couple stories.
It doesn't have to be funny. It's what the fuck news.
Oh, I thought that was funny.
I mean, it can be funny, obviously. Oh, let's see here. Did you hear about the little girl who took mommy and daddy's car for a joyride?
No.
Yeah. Where was this out of?
Say Florida, I won't be surprised.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That just tracks.
Just says, yeah, tracks. It just says Bedford, Bainbridge.
Bainbridge.
It doesn't say where from, but an 8-year-old little girl decided to take her mom and dad's car on a 25-minute joyride to Target.
Did she at least pick up something cool at Target?
Mad skills for an 8-year-old. An 8-year-old girl caused panic in it. Oh, it's Ohio. Oh, hey, it was said right there at the very beginning. I just skimmed past it. Hey, Ohio, Florida. Right here in Ohio.
Also
when
tracks.
she went missing. Yeah. When she went missing, but it seems that she just went on a joyride. The police arrived at the girl's family home on Sunday around 9 a.m. where they reported her missing. Her parents phoned the police almost 2 hours earlier when she was last seen. As the family and police searched for her, a neighbor said she had ring footage of the girl getting behind the wheel of the 2020 Nissan Rogue and taking off around 7 a.m. The
Shout
car
out
was
to
later identified at a Target parking lot in Bainbridge, over 11 miles from the girl's home. That meant she drove for about 25 minutes to get to that Target location. According to the police,
Really?
the girl...
Wait, how fast was she going?
I don't know, but
Like,
according to the
She's 8.
police,
Could she reach the pedals?
apparently she was able to do everything.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, exactly, Benj. No, yeah, it's Ohio. Like we've said a million times, is Florida southern Ohio, or is Ohio northern Florida? I mean, they're basically the same. Let's be honest. The police report that the girl hit a mailbox when driving to the store. Bedford police also revealed in a statement posted to Facebook that she was drinking a Frappuccino when officers arrived, likely from the Starbucks inside at Target.
Hey, she wanted a Starbucks. I get it.
The Bedford police joked.
Took mom's car.
The Bedford police joked that, well, I finally found a woman who is in more of a hurry to shop at Target than my wife. Thankfully, she made it and was immediately located by the police. She is now home safe. Not sure what she bought or if she was even able to use her Target app to save 5%. We did let her finish her Frappuccino. We're not mean, said the police officer.
I could just see her. Was she jamming out the whole way? Like she puts on her tunes.
I'm impressed. An 8-year-old was able to jump in the car, and or is this a case of, did the family adopt a little Russian chick that looks like 8 years old? Did you hear about that's a true story. So this family adopted this girl that they thought was like 12 or 13 or something like that. Turned out she was like a 28-year-old chick from Russia or Ukraine or whatever. And then she tried to murder them.
Nice.
Yeah, this just happened.
No good deed goes unpunished. I'm just saying.
Untrackable. Well, he's the gatekeeper. Typically, we don't bring anybody up on Wednesdays. We do that on Mondays, Sundays, and Saturdays.
Yeah.
Saturday nights is we do the open door challenge. But you're more than welcome to be in the chatters box and hang out all night, man. We greatly appreciate that.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Oh, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, no. So that's like
the Little Man movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
with life imitating art, so to speak. I could get away with that.
Yeah, Benji. She can't do the dishes or clean a room, but she could drive a car, go order Starbucks, and spend $400 at Target. No problem. Yeah, piece of cake.
I'm curious is anybody going to get in trouble for that?
I don't think so, man. Because
like reckless abandonment, reckless endangerment, like you left your.
Well, I mean, that'd be like Cash coming out. My keys are hanging up right by the door.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
That'd be like Cash just grabbing my keys off the door when Nikki and I were in bed, and that's what it sounds like. She left at 7 a.m.
Oh, Jesus.
So mom and dad were sound asleep, enjoying their day off on Sunday. Dad's going to wake up and get ready to watch Unnecessary Roughness at noon before football. And then, a fucking kid ruined that because she needed a goddamn Frappuccino and a Target run.
I would at least. You didn't plug? Buy me nothing. I saw that.
You like that shit? Yeah. That's how I get down, man.
Agreed, Benji. Yeah, it's mildly. It's super impressive. I mean,
shout out to the little girl. You possess some sweet ass.
Because at the end of the day, she went 11 miles. My kids are like, their sense of direction is terrible. They wouldn't make it to the gate. They'd get lost.
Yeah, I don't know.
So not only did she not get lost, she went to Target. She found a way. Or was she just driving them and say like, "Look, a Target,"
Trump voters will get in trouble more. Yeah, I mean, I got a 19-year-old that don't even know how to drive, let alone an 8-year-old that was, took herself to Starbucks and got a Frappuccino.
You know what that means? That dad now has a DD for life. He's got designated driver for life. So he can be like, you know what? I'm wasted. Drive me home. Wake me when we get there.
You're not wrong again, Benj. Yeah, no, yeah, man, you go to like fucking B-dubs to watch the game, get hammered. You can
Yeah,
take your
get
kid
hammered.
to B-dubs. Nobody's gonna give you a shit. It's
Nobody's
not
gonna
like you're
get
going down
upset.
to the, it's not like you're taking your 8-year-old to the local pub while you get hammered. It's like, oh, little Sally,
We were at
Daddy had
B-dub.
one too many watching football. Can you
Yeah,
drive
here,
home?
You take the wheel.
I'll buy you Starbucks.
Yeah, we'll stop at a Starbucks. We'll pick you up Starbucks and I'll drive you home. Just don't
Yeah.
spill it. She hit a mailbox though, so she did. I mean, for her first time driving, that's not terrible.
It doesn't sound like it was her first time driving. Let's be honest. I mean, she did drive. She
one
drove 11 minutes down the road, or 11 miles. She drove into another town, and she sounds very grown up for 8 years old because she went and nobody at Target was like, "Hey, what are you doing here by yourself, little girl?"
But there is that thing, like it's 2024. People are like, is she a little kid or is she a little person? I'm not saying anything. I'm not getting canceled.
Yeah.
So
I would have to look at my notebook. Hey, Chris, hang around a little bit. When we go to break, I'll get my notebook and tell you who picked who for the game tomorrow. Because we did picks on Sunday.
Oh, this is true. Benji makes a point. If you don't want your kids to drive your car, buy a manual.
Mm-hmm. But I think everybody on the panel went Jets tomorrow night.
I don't know, but breaking news. Well, not breaking news, but
oh shit, we totally.
Yeah,
when we come back,
won.
when we come back from break, we'll do our fantasy football recap.
Yeah, there you go,
dude. In my personal league, I'll say this before we go to break. In my personal league, my team in our league seriously underperformed too. But in my personal league,
I saw that,
dude. I didn't even.
You only
break
got 99 points.
Yeah, I didn't break 100 in either team this year or this week. I got like 96 points, and I was playing Cam last week. Cam had like 100.
What I have like 102.
Dude, he whooped my ass.
I had 102
in my personal league, but yeah, we'll do a little fantasy recap for the podcast league when we come back from break.
And I'm already set to beat Brian.
Yeah, I think I haven't even looked at. I haven't had time to look at it. I'll have to look at it tonight or tomorrow morning. Make sure I'm logged in.
I totally forgot, and then I was like, "Holy shit!" As usual, I completely forgot about sports. But I did win. I was proud of myself.
Yeah, because but yeah, we'll talk about that. We're gonna go to break. But yeah, no, tease us with a news story before you hit the break. Yeah, we're gonna recap fantasy football when we come back from break. There's your tease. But yeah, man, shout out to that little girl, man. I don't know if her parents have been teaching her how to drive. I'm glad she made it safe. I'm glad nobody got hurt. But damn, impressive. I'm gonna say.
Do you think it's one of those things? It's like I'm sure you've done it as a kid, or as a parent, you let your kid sit on your lap and steer.
Yeah, yeah. I've done that with all my kids.
So yeah. So at the end of the day, that could be a thing. That could have been.
Yeah.
That's where she learned.
Yeah. No, shout out. I'm gonna say new segment in What the Fuck News. Rock Star of the Week. And she's our first Rock Star of the Week.
There you go. I like it. I'll make a logo for it.
Yeah. Oh, Rock Star of the Week action.
Yeah.
But we're gonna take a real quick break. I'm gonna play my man AJG his newest song. It's out everywhere. Y'all, you guys can find it. Everywhere you listen to music, YouTube, all that stuff. It's featuring Jay Valor, who, as of this moment, I believe is my guest next week. Fucking Puerto Rican.
No.
Austin and her boyfriend just walked out. I think he's going home. or he's going to his other girlfriend's house. But yeah, HHE featuring Jay Valor with Knocking on Heaven's Door. And we'll be back here in just a few minutes.
I be feeling like I be tired of life, trying to find the right words to say. Like if I get on the mic and word the pain, maybe it'll help to take some hurt away. And I could blossom through this dirt or lay. I could turn the page, use the burst and sage. Maybe learn to pray so I can earn my way into heaven to protest at the pearly gates. Cause I don't feel I'm worthy, wait. I hear footsteps start to turn my way. I don't got beef, just a 38. I let something fly out this birdie's cage till it's empty. Don't tempt me, but these footsteps stepping gently. They don't want me dead, evidently. Ask who sent you, they ask who sent me. Now, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. They're telling me don't be afraid. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Everything's gonna be okay. Here we going back and forth. Someone started banging on the bathroom door, asking why they hearing so much laughing for. Then a man in the mirror passed the torch, thinking that's so weird. Ain't no one here, never seen someone disappear without death. Ain't no plug for this outlet. Voices tell me I ain't bout shit. Seen a halo flicker on the pitchfork. Hard to tell who's the victor. Shit, I slip my wrist before you get yours, and I'll get mine for you slit yours. I'm big time, but they ignore my lil shine, scaring big boys. My foolish pride full of liquor. Shit, here's a 50, go ahead and get more. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. They're telling me don't be afraid. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Everything's gonna be okay. Watch the devil crash through the youth. Only blunt I pass you is truth. Don't get the rap shit misconstrued. I never dump ashes on you. It's all love when you roll with me. I'm just trying to roll in peace. Doesn't mean I won't shoot. If you're trying to put a hole in me, it just means that I'm kinda not weak. More knocking till the blinds I creep. Peek through the side, trying to be discreet. Soon as I look, eyes on me. Nah, I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm just dreaming. Maybe I just took a hit and started tweaking. I just can't believe it. The shit that I'm seeing. It was a kid and the kid was me. Damn. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. They're telling me don't be afraid. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Everything's gonna be okay. Feeling filled up with the joy, fearing that the feelings are decoy, fearing that the fearing just the inner voice. Am I just a little boy knocking at heaven's door? Did I spend my core searching for metaphors, trying to work it right just to get ignored? Maybe they heard it right, maybe I'm for it, but I feel like I'm Mike when the extension cord's plugged into the mic. I feel I'm Mike, all this rage inside, this is dynamite. That's why little boy went to hide outside. Guess I scared him out, I apologize. Maybe I ain't never locked him out. He just didn't like being talked about. And since I'm a father, I got daughters now. Taught me how to treat myself when these thoughts come out. Come in, baby. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. They're telling me don't be afraid. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Everything's gonna be okay.
Whoa, I guess I'm by myself. There it is, the rock star of the week. That is that little girl. I guess Flick will be right back. There he comes. Welcome back, everybody, to What the Fuck News. I guess, Chris, what happened?
I don't know. I came back and my screen was frozen.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
I
don't know what was going on. So I just
rock star of the week, buddy.
Nice.
That's what I was doing during the song.
Did it just come back?
Yeah, we literally just finished it. I
Okay.
was floundering there for a second.
Oh, well, welcome back to What the Fuck News, everybody. If you're not already, give us a follow. All bio.link/nonsensical network. It's all down there at the bottom. You're going to find all of our links to all of our socials and even our merch. Yes, we got merch, y'all. Before we went to break, we were saying we were going to do a little recap of the fantasy football because let's be honest, our fantasy football is absolutely 100% what the fuck because Jeff's in there, Connor's in there, And Brian, who claims to know anything about fantasy football, but he's like he don't seem to play very well. He don't do very well in fantasy.
Well, he did good last week. He did good last week.
He did good
He
last week.
won. His team scored 155 points.
Yeah, we'll run down the winners and losers. Brian took on Derek Wayne, and Brian beat him 155 to 39. Jeff took on Justin, which is Cam's older brother. You guys know Cam from the shows.
Right?
And Jeff squeaked by, got a sneaky win in 121 to 115. I mean, it literally came down to your final guys. I was watching the scores.
Right?
Appreciate subscribe Untrackable if you're out there still. Appreciate that.
There you go. Yeah.
Connor wiped the floor with Cam 155 to 133.
Yeah.
And then I won, but I was playing the Ham and Eggers squad.
Yeah.
But I'm really disappointed. I didn't even break 100.
You didn't even break 100.
99
You got 99.46.
So this was a good week that I pulled. That I was fortunate enough to play the Ham and Kagers.
Yeah, because I would have dominated your ass. Like anybody else, everybody would have beat the shit out of you. And I'm mildly disappointed that I didn't play you this week because, like, I would have never let you live it down, like ever.
However,
on your gravestone, Jeff won't beat him in fantasy football.
Week 2 standings. There is a 2-way tie for first place. First place currently being held. If the season was to end this week, our number 1 seed would be fucking Connor.
Really?
He's 2-0. The champ is 2-0 as well. I am 2-0. Then there is a 4-way tie between third place, and that's Cam, Brian, Justin, and Jeff. Jeff is at the bottom of that 3-way tie based off of points scored. Right. And then in last place, surprisingly in last place, again, it's only week 2. We got lots of season to go. Derek Wayne Douglas. He's 0-2 to start the season, just like his Tennessee Titans.
Oh, wow.
So, but we got plenty of season left to go. There's still lots of games to go, lots of football.
We actually have a tiebreaker game this week. Brian and I are playing each other this week, and it's a tiebreaker because we're both 1-1. And of course, I'm gonna beat Brian. I always do. I've yet to lose to Brian, but that's not gonna happen this season either. So
Cam gets the week off this week.
Right.
And Derek is going up against Connor this week. So, and I'm going up against Justin, who's projected to win. So, yeah. So there could be a potential tiebreaker, but then also potential multiple way tie for first place as well. Let's see what happens. But we still got 12 more weeks before the playoffs start, so that's a lot of games to be played, a lot of football to be watched, and a lot of football to be talked about. So tune in Sunday, noon, 12 p.m. Eastern time for Unnecessary Roughness with your host and Glick and Derek, and sometimes Cam, and sometimes Michael Bathurst. He popped in on Sunday, then he popped in on Monday. So he's been hanging around. He's been hanging around us for a little while. That's cool. He's fun to conversate with. I like Bathurst. You know, he's on a different wavelength, but he's a good guy for the most part. What are you doing, weirdo?
Making sure you your animal.
What?
You're making sure you your animal
away. Oh. The boyfriend kicked Glick's ass, and he needed a minute to collect himself. Shit. My leg is bigger than the boyfriend.
Why are we talking about my leg?
What's going on, Leggy?
I might have to read this whole story before I tell it.
Well, I'm up on Sunday mornings. I'm up on Sunday mornings, and I'm up watching game day, so I might as well talk about football while I'm watching football.
I sleep in on Sunday.
So, So there's our week 2 fantasy football recap.
Yeah.
Real quick, short and sweet.
Well,
fortunately got
I have to ask you a question.
No.
I know you and Nikki, you guys go out to the bar occasionally.
Yeah.
Have you ever accidentally left her at the bar? Like get all the way home, go, oh shit, I left her at the bar.
I mean, I wanted to, but I never.
Well, apparently, a man in Florida, he did this. He accidentally left his girlfriend at the bar. She was arrested after he came back to pick her up because she threw steak knives at him after he left her at the bar.
Oh, after.
Yeah, he got all the way home and he's like, oh shit, she's still at the bar. So he goes all the way back to pick her up, and she's mad because she's like, how could you fucking forget I was here? Because they're at the bar and they're kind of bouncing around the room talking to people, and he forgot. You ever forget? Happened to him.
I'm gonna say, hey Austin.
What?
We can drink less tea, please. I'm gonna say justifiable stabbing.
Well, she didn't stab him. She just threw steak knives at him.
Well, had she stabbed him, it's justifiable.
Oh, agreed.
Did he get stabbed by the said knife that was thrown at him?
So she threw several steak knives and a bottle opener at him.
Did any of them hit him? Was he injured?
No, I think he missed. I think she missed. She was
Okay. Well, I don't see what the problem is here.
very much like Nikki. She can't throw an axe. This woman apparently can't throw a steak knife. But she was arrested.
He cannot throw an axe.
All right. She was arrested and charged with aggressive battery and domestic battery.
Wow. David Cameron left his kids at the pub. That's a little bit different story. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say no harm, no foul. I mean, she was.
Well, apparently, what happened was, and this story was a bit misleading. I'm reading it now. The victim told police that he and Keller, which is the woman that was arrested, were at the bar together, and he said that he wanted to leave, but she refused. So he went home, and then she said,
"Okay, so he didn't just forget about her. He was like, hey, I'm ready to go home.'"
And she's like, "No, I don't."
And she was like,
so he's like, "Fuck you, I'm leaving."
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I take back what I said.
Yeah,
she's the crazy one in this situation. She's the bad
he
one.
Got
and if
all
the roles
the way
were
home.
reversed, I would feel the same way.
Then, so police later say that Keller, the woman that was arrested, later met up with the man at his home, and that's where things turned ugly. Deputies claim that Keller grabbed 3 steak knives and a bottle opener and attacked the man.
I'm gonna really need you to come a little bit, do a little bit more preparing so that you can give me the full story.
No. It says the tagline here is that he forgot her at the bar. So as you read the story, it gets a little bit different.
Facts on facts, Benj. If an 8-year-old can drive Target, you can take me to the bar.
Yeah, you're the prime minister.
Yeah, no. So he was like, "Hey, I'm ready to go home," and she was like, "I'm still buying. I don't want to go home yet.
Having fun."
And
he's like, "Well, fuck you. I'm going
deuces.
home."
Yeah.
But she
Call
called him
and then go home.
And then she either Ubered or taxied or whatever. She got home. She grabbed 3 steak knives and a bottle opener and started throwing them at him for leaving her at the bar. Because he was like, "I got to go to work tomorrow. Let's go home." And she's like, "Fuck yeah, I'm having fun."
Sounds like we would have had a justified shooting if you would have shot her.
Agreed. But shout out to Florida.
Yeah, the way you made it sound is like he legit just forgot her at the bar. Like,
well, that's what it said in the article.
Her.
It said man forgets wife at bar and then she attacked him. Well, that's not what happened. So terrible news reporter. But she went home, grabbed 3 steak knives and a bottle opener, I think she just had the bottle opener in her hand. She ran out of knives, but she started chucking them at him.
Right? I do my best driving. I do my best drinking when someone's
Someone
driving
else
me
is
on
driving.
too.
Agreed.
Well, it made the news. That's why it's news. The domestic violence will make the news. It's yeah, like I said, it sounds like
It sounds like that dude's married to a crazy person. Like, huge red flag, let's be honest. Like, she can't respect the fact that dude had to go to work in the morning. And he's like, I gotta go home. I gotta get to bed. Well, it's Florida, so it's normal as well. Wow.
yeah, there you go. That's Florida.
So you mentioned, yeah, go ahead.
So
'Cause I gotta
you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised at how many of those types of stories are in the news. It's either plus nobody.
Like,
wants
it's time to
fucking
stop
hear
going
about-
to the bar.
Plus, nobody wants to hear about fucking politics anymore. I'm so tired of hearing about
I'm over it.
goddamn politics.
Have
So from domestic violence to domestic bliss
ooh,
in Philadelphia, a couple were feeling a little randy and decided to pull over. Yeah, decided to pull over and right in the old back seat of the Range Rover. Well, Philly couple having sex in their Range Rover accidentally gets car rolled into the river.
nice handbrake, very important.
Yes.
Emergency brakes are there for a reason, folks. Just saying.
Yeah, that previous story, it sounds like it's time to have the breakup conversation and just go your separate ways at the end of the day.
Move them.
A Philly couple's vehicle ended up in the river while they were being intimate in the back seat. Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Fox 29 reports that the pair were in the middle of fooling around in the back seat of a 2020 Range Rover. Nice car, nice big car. Plenty of room to get your little freak on. When the woman accidentally hit the gear shift. Damn, what the hell were y'all doing? Let's try page 104 of the. Yeah, let's do page 104 of the Kama Sutra.
Karma Sutra. The Karma Sutra.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
They and the SUV ended up in the. Man, Philly, why do you do this to me? Schuylkill River on Wednesday morning at around 4:45 a.m. Philadelphia police later told TMZ that the two were enjoying each other's company during the incident. They luckily got out of the vehicle while it was in the water and didn't sustain any injuries. The submerged
was
vehicle
all wet.
yeah. Yes, she was. Yeah, you can.
Can you imagine
I don't
explaining
know
that to
how
your
well
insurance
you
company?
can see that, but there's the car in the
Wow,
river.
it's
in the
fully
rescue
underwater. Wow.
I love this new camera. You can actually see pictures I show.
Yeah. Can you imagine explaining that to your insurance company?
Damn, Leggy.
Right? I was like, everybody calls me
Front seat,
fucking-
feet all way up on the ceiling. Oh, dang,
Volvos. There's the tagline for the new Volvo right there. Front passenger seat, feet up on the ceiling. Volvo for everyone.
Volvo. Wet, but not I mean, it was double the wetness, double your pleasure. I know. Man.
I would love to be the insurance adjuster and be like, so how did this happen?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, how do you file an insurance claim on this?
Well,
And does the insurance company does the
Will it
insurance
cover?
company accept? Yeah, will they cover? Will they accept the claim?
it wasn't an accident, technically.
Technically, yes, it was a
Technically, she didn't.
freak,
Well, but if
freak accident.
yeah, they were freaks. All right. Well, here's my other question: why was the car? How is it so easy to put the car in gear? Like, okay, so
Well, I mean,
on modern
so I
vehicles,
don't know
from-
anything about Range Rovers. I'm assuming
Okay,
maybe
but-
this Range Rover was a manual, and she
no,
kicked it
if
into
it's
gear?
2020, no, because here's the thing: new Range Rovers do not come in manual. Range
But all
Rover
cars you have
got
to
rid of the
pull the
manual.
gear shifter back.
You got to push the fucking brake pedal to actually take it out of park.
Well,
So
not,
I mean,
well,
unless
don't
he's
know.
using the brake pedal
maybe
for
it had,
leverage.
and not unless, well, I don't know. Maybe it had one of those
Get some
push button
torque into
shifter
it.
things. I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey,
I'm gonna
there's a
go with
reason
it
why
was probably
Volvo
a
seats
manual.
fold down. I'm just saying. I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I'm gonna say maybe it was a manual.
But once
I would
again,
imagine if
emergency
there's any
brakes.
cars.
No, Range Rovers aren't manual anymore. Like you would pay
But
like
I'm
10
sure you
times.
can special order it. I
Yeah,
don't think
but
you're gonna pay that much more to get a manual.
considering it doesn't exist.
Considering
Like
what doesn't exist.
most car companies don't offer manual, especially in SUVs.
Yes, some
Agreed.
Range
Well-
Rover models are available in manual transmission, including the Range Rover Evo Q, the ED4 150 PS model, turbo diesel, the original classic Range Rover, used Land Rover. Yeah, so everything I'm looking
Well,
at
that's
here.
Lady makes a good point. If it's manual, you in order to actually get it to pop into gear, you got to put your foot on the clutch.
Not always. You don't have to push the clutch in to shift it into gear.
That's fact, because like you can shove it through.
I mean, I know.
But if it's manual,
I
why
know
don't you
people.
have the emergency brake on if you're parked?
I don't know why not. Maybe they thought they were good. I don't know, man. I don't.
I don't know. I highly doubt they got it manual. But my other thing is like it's an SUV. That back seat folds down. Why are you even remotely close to the gear shift?
Maybe she was clumsy.
Maybe. I'm just
I mean,
saying.
unfortunately, they did not go into detail on how it.
Like,
how she,
give us a play-by-play. Give us a play-by-play. Well, from wild, crazy sex in a car to Glick thinks he can fight a kangaroo. I got a contest for you.
I know I can fight a kangaroo.
Well, I got a contest. How are you fighting Burmese pythons?
I don't know if I want to fight a snake, but I mean,
well, a Florida man removes 20 Burmese pythons from the Everglades and wins a contest. Ronald King,
dead or alive?
Kigger won $10,000 in a Florida Python Challenge. Grand prize was the annual 10-day hunt. And he went out into the Everglades.
Okay, so it was a hunt, and
it's
pythons are an invasive. So in Florida, pythons are an invasive species, and people, you are allowed to go out and kill them and turn them in for rewards and everything else. So yes, I would go out and hunt a Burmese python with ease.
Yeah, this dude did. Bro,
I don't think he's out there. Yeah, but he's not out there going hand-to-hand combat with a Burmese python. He's going out there and probably killing them. And
so I got a challenge for you next year, buddy.
yes, they are specific. The Burmese pythons down in Florida, that is specific.
So this contest
they were
happens
introduced
every year. It is he wins the following. It's a 10-day hunt in which 800 people from 33 states and Canada competed to win a prize money totaling $25,000. The winnings are divided among competitors in the contest 3 categories. There's novice, professional, and military.
Yeah, so you're actually hunting them, so they're probably bringing them back dead. Is there a size requirement on the pythons that you kill? Or
It doesn't say.
I could wrangle up 20 babies like right now.
Right, agreed. So this guy is a contractor from South Florida Water Management District. He won $25,000 prize for catching 19 pythons in the professional category.
Oh, gotcha. Like, maybe it does. Maybe the Burmese are skilled, trained fighters. I didn't know where he was going with this.
Regardless of category, they have a minimum of size 9 feet 11 inches.
Okay, again, not hard to find in Florida.
Agreed. But
there's a guy on YouTube that I watch from time to time, and he's down in Florida and he hunts pythons. And
the reason why they do this is that the female python can lay 50 to 100 eggs at a time. And as you said, invasive species. So,
well, they were introduced into the Florida Everglades years back by some jackass who was like, "I'm going to get a pet Burmese python," and not realizing that they can grow up to like 20 feet long or whatever. And the snake got too big, and he was like, "Oh, out the door you go, little buddy." And the environment's perfect for him to survive and thrive in. So they've kind of just taken over down in Florida, much like the iguanas. You know, iguanas were introduced into Florida, and they're invasive. I mean, we've talked about
they're
one guy that got arrested because he shot one because it bit him. And I'm like, wait a minute, I thought Florida was a stand your ground state. A fucking dinosaur bit a guy.
So this year's hunt, they captured 993 snakes, and by next year they're hoping to catch 1,000. That doesn't sound like a lot. Agreed. That doesn't sound like a lot considering 800 people went out hunting.
No, I mean, that's a little over 100 a person.
Yeah.
A little under 100 a person, whatever.
But yeah. And he says he does love doing this. He's found himself a purpose. He's like, that's my purpose in life, to hunt pythons.
Hey.
Ask for every seat, I guess. A bunch of snakes. Oh, okay. So I believe it was a hurricane that destroyed a facility that had a bunch of snakes, and that's how they got out.
So they were actually introduced into Florida in the 70s and 80s through the pet trade and are now considered invasive species. They were brought into the United States as exotic pets, especially during the 80s when exotic pet trades was booming. Some owners released the snakes into the wild after they grew too large to handle, or the snakes escaped on their own. So there could have been an issue with that, but I thought I was right on the. I thought I was right on the. Pythons can grow over 18 feet in length. So I mean, they eat mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians. They basically eat anything they can and want.
It's one of those moments, honey. Have you seen the cat, honey?
to prevent the spread of invasive species in Florida. Number one way to prevent them. Don't release your exotic pets into the wild.
Agreed. Or better yet, don't get an exotic pet. What's wrong with having a dog? Or a cat?
And that comes from historychannel.com. So
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I was going to say that.
If you want to be different, get a rare breed mixed dog. Don't get a snake or an alligator or something stupid. They
do, however, say that most experts believe that the pythons established a reproducing population in the Everglades sometime after Hurricane Andrew hit. It was a Cat 5.
which was in the 80s.
that devastated the state in 92. It
Oh,
was
92.
during that storm that a python breeding facility was destroyed. So there was that.
Another thing that could have
they were
prevented
already-
it is not have a breeding facility.
Yeah. Releasing countless snakes into nearby swamps. So yes, that was part of the problem, but the biggest part was that exotic pet trade. And
I'm just
people
saying
released
I say we start a GoFundMe and Glick goes and hunts pythons next year in this competition.
I'm down for it. I'll go hunt pythons. You think
Like
I'm
we'll
afraid
start a
of a fucking
GoFundMe to
snake?
give you gas money and lodging while you're there. Because it's a 10-day hunt. So you go out for 10 days into the wild and come back with a bunch of snakes. You can be John Voight,
You know,
an anaconda.
I'm gonna get me a fucking python wrap for my cowboy hat, like Arliss has the
Right?
rattlesnake on his.
Right?
I'm gonna come back and I'll be like, I'm gonna make
You
everybody
can
wear
have a
python
snake
boots.
skin belt. You can
Yeah.
cover your championship belt with snake skin. Not mad at that.
Yeah.
Look cool.
Yeah, man. I'll get everybody on the network, some snake skin boots. I'll send Leggy a python skin purse
Kilt. Yeah, there you go.
or tote bag.
Tote bag or fanny pack or something. No, I think that'd be cool. You should totally do it. Yeah.
Yeah, Leggy. I see what you did there. I see what you did there, Leggy.
I'm just saying it's.
I'll take a few things.
I'm just saying that. Well, here's the thing: the Burmese
Saying I
python
have a
can
big
be
head?
deadly. They can be deadly, according to.
As I say, you do know how they kill their prey, right?
Yeah, they strangle.
Yeah, they can.
Another reason why another reason we send you, not me, because they'll just eat me whole.
Then I pull out my big ass crocodile Dundee knife when they fucking try to constrict me, and I just start stabbing them in the head. Wrong squatch, snake.
I'm just saying.
You picked the wrong squatch on the right day, snake. Got the wrong one on the right day.
You know, and
I'll
if
just put my.
you know, if you beat this guy, let's say you catch 22 of these things, and they're at least a yard long, you could make
That's got a
yourself a
knife.
snakeskin suit.
Dude, how cool would that be if I had a
Right?
snakeskin suit to wear on the show?
Like snakeskin tie, snakeskin shirt.
Got that drip, fresh to
Yeah,
death
get that.
with the drip.
Fresh.
Ego, not cha-ching, cha-ching.
I'm just saying, I think we should send you down there.
I was gonna say, I think hands down, I win that competition. I put my sweet ass.
And there's three
skills
different
in play.
categories. So
I mean,
so you go as
I
a
grew up in
quote unquote novice, and then the next year
I
you're
grew
good
up
at it.
in
So
the
you go
woods, in the swamp. Yeah.
exactly. So you start out as in the novice category, and then the next year you go as a professional.
No, I'm so good. They're just gonna have to make a category all for myself. I'm already calling it.
It's the Squatch section. They're gonna make
I'm calling it.
it's
I'm calling
novice,
it.
professional,
Like-
military, and Squatch.
like the babe used to call his shot and point out
There
to
you
the center field.
You just point
I'm
at
calling
the
it.
woods.
I'm dragging 30. I'm dragging 30 of them out with me. 10. You won with 10. Fucking rookie.
That does, you know what?
And I get a week to do it.
Yeah, no, 10 days.
Oh,
You
10
only got
days. That's 2 weeks.
20 in 10 days. I can
Oh
get 10
yeah,
a day.
that's rookie
I think
numbers.
between the two of us, we can get 10 a day.
Fourth category, champ.
There you go. The squat
God
category. God tier. That just doesn't sound like a lot. 20 in 10 days? What are you taking time off?
Yeah, just jump on the boat. We surrender.
We give up. They
I'm
just
gonna-
hang themselves.
Much like they said in Jaws, I'm gonna need a bigger boat. Come back the first day, and the ass end of my boat is like sinking into the hole. What the hell? Do I win?
Did I win?
In a 10-day span, I completely eradicate the Burmese python population in Florida. You're welcome, Florida.
Well, 20 does not sound like a lot in 10 days. You know, when you win.
I mean, that's
you
well,
win,
you know,
you can
that's
dance.
Yeah.
You can do a dance.
What day is it?
It's today.
I can dance if I want to. I can leave my friends behind. Because if they don't dance and they don't dance with it, no friends of mine.
I'm just saying, 20 does not sound like a lot in 10 days.
Today. What today is?
Benji, Glick entices him with the shine of his championship belt. I just step into the swamp. I just step out into the swamp and hold my belt and announce that the champ is here. All the snakes just. I'm like the Pied Piper of Florida.
Number of days.
I know he did rats. Didn't he? Did the Pied Piper do rats or snakes?
Yeah, he did rats.
Didn't somebody do snakes? Isn't there somebody from your neck of the woods, Leggy, that did snakes? Like St. Patrick or something like that?
No, that was Ice Cube and Anaconda.
No, that was Samuel L. Jackson and Snakes on a Plane.
Yes. Very underrated movie.
I'm sick of these motherfucking snakes in this
on his motherfucking plane.
Yeah. Not your regional area. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. I think St. Patrick.
Like in Europe.
Actually, he is Irish.
Somewhere in Europe.
I thought there was somebody who did that with snakes in folklore or history or something.
I know the Pied Piper did rats out of London.
Yeah, either way, I'd be like the Pied Piper.
You just go
of
out there
Florida.
and do your Sasquatch mating call, and they all surrender. Yeah, we give up.
That's a fucking Wookiee, you racist piece of shit. We're not Wookiees. We're not even related to them. We're not the same.
Yeah. Are they really?
Sick and tired of these motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking Everglades.
Florida.
Capture all the snakes and release them into like all the areas where oh wait, that's all Florida. Never mind.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's Florida. They're everywhere.
I can eradicate two problems in one: the snakes and the dumb people.
No, you know what? I have a solution for all these Burmese pythons. If you have a squatter in your rental property, just release the snakes into the property. Then you send in a glick to get them out once the people leave.
Yeah, man. I'm the new Florida man.
Well,
they start telling stories. Have you ever heard of the story of the snake man? He lives in the swamp. You better eat your broccoli or the snake man's going to get you. The snake man's going to get you.
Snake man will get you. Boogie, boogity, boogity.
Become an urban legend. Like an urban.
You know, if you stand in the mirror and you say Snake Man 14 times, he'll come and get you.
Yeah, Snake Man will appear with his pythons. Pop up in the mirror and like all these snakes just pop up behind me.
The Snake Man.
I feel like I'm dead with it. Yeah, we had snakes like crazy down in Charleston. I don't see too many snakes around here. Well, I'm not like wandering around the swamps and the creek lands and the
let's be
woods
honest,
anymore like I used to.
It's not like they run up to your front door.
No, I got.
Although they might for you because you are the Snake Man.
I am the Snake Man. I'll try it some night since I've decided to do the show out on the porch while it's nice out until it gets too cold.
Just give you,
like, you're snaky.
Yeah, there it is. That's what you do. You stand in front of the mirror at midnight on the dot, and you go, "Here, snaky," and the snake.
I'll shit myself. I'll shit myself as we're doing this show tonight. If a fucking snake comes across my porch, I'm like, yoink! I got one, Jeff.
Somebody's
I'm
getting a
purchasing
belt,
for
boys. You go put your cowboy hat in. You don't even skin the steak. You just wrap it around your hat.
Like Shrek when he was tied him into balloon animal.
Yeah, there he is. Whack. Did you see? There's a video, and I don't have it, of a zoo. It's like an inclusive zoo, and I saw this on TikTok the other day, and it was shocking. This zoo they keep all the monkeys and the gorillas all in one area. And this one capuchin kind of size monkey, not very big, was fucking with the gorillas. And did you see what the gorillas did to it? It grabbed it by the tail and beat the dog shit out of it by slamming it on the ground. Like, it was disturbing. Like,
That's not what. It's not what she asked for when she asked to see her. Hey, I'm outside, Benji. I'm in the wilderness, or something like that.
I live in the
Sure, I mean, a snake could come up here. I am the snake man.
Yeah. Need to get that tattoo. Snake Man of Ohio / Florida.
Kind of like across my belly, like Tupac had, like Tupac had Thug Life.
Snake Life.
Snake Life. I didn't choose the Snake Life. The Snake Life chose me.
And the letters are filled in snakeskin style.
Yeah, I didn't choose the Snake Life. The Snake Life chose me.
So I was talking about squatters. A woman in
we're gonna get ready to take a break here real quick. Well, right up here behind me, what you can't see is I have Spike and Henrietta, which are my two new friends. They're the leader of my spider army that I have collected. That I'm building. So I leave that light on so they get to eat really good. They've grown quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. Now I bring this light out, and last night they were loving me because all the gnats that were flying around with this ring light out here, they were finding their way up there to that light, and it was just like, hey, enjoy your buffet.
Enjoy your meal, boys.
Man, I got woods all around me, Benj. I got a big, actually right across the street is
3 trees.
Actually like a mountain right there. No, it's protected land. And it's all wooded over there. And then I got a big ass field over here. Oh, dude, there's all kinds of wildlife that I see around here all the time. Deers and
some corn. Set out some corn in the yard. That way you can hunt from the porch.
Fucking champ, feeling creatures big and small. I got to take care of my people. I didn't grow up with a family like some of you people did. I grew up with the critters and the creatures in the woods and the swamps.
He's like Harry and the Hendersons.
Who was that? Cinderella or Belle or one of them that was singing, and all the animals was singing with her. The birds were tweeting along with her.
Oh, that's what the chickens. Oh.
Yeah, even though like I live in a quote unquote city, and like everything is right up there, less than 5 minutes away from me, we're kind of tucked away here in the corner, man.
That's kind of cool.
It's kind of a nice. Even though I'm in the city, I still feel like I'm still. Like you hear the crickets and the owls and everything at night, so it still feels like country out here a little bit. But we're gonna take a real quick Brzezicki break.
Yeah,
got some music from my guy Bobby Scott. He was with me a couple weeks ago in Glick's House of Music and did a little live performance of one of his original songs, and I love the song. So Jeff went and doctored up the video and cleaned it up for me before we started tonight. So we'll be back here in just a few minutes. Here's Bobby Scott with Motel and Cop Cars, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
He'll tell you in the beginning. We'll be back here in just a few minutes.
Motel and Cop Cars.
She's too young and he's too old. Heaven help her, so she's told. She don't know nothing, he knows it all. 13 minutes in a bathroom stall. It's all need for love, all need for love. Daddy said, I don't want him around no more. Oh, Mama said, don't you push her out that door. She's too young and he's too old. Heaven help her, so she's told. Bloodshot eyes when she arrives. Daddy knows she isn't right. She's 12 weeks along. That little girl is gone. Daddy said, I don't want him around no more. Oh, Mama said, don't you push her out that door. She's too young and he's too old. She's told. Well, Tuesday night got in a fight. She tore off into the drive. Nowhere to go, speeding down that road. One phone call from a bloodstained hand. It wasn't the baby, but the voice of another man. And all of their dreams are coming true. So Daddy did what Daddy said he'd do. She's too young and he's too old. And that pistol still feels ice cold. And in a motel room just down the hall, if you were there, you could hear that hammer fall. And when he walked out underneath all them stars, it was in motel and cop cars. It was in a motel and cop cars. She's too young and he's too old. She's in it now, so he's told. That one come out a little bit better.
I like
Yeah,
that song.
buddy.
It's first from.
I do too. I love that song. I wish and actually, now that I got the cleaned up video version, thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to post that on social media. Because I love that song, and I would love to see that blow up for him. And even if it blows up, from us posting it, because great song, man.
Yeah.
Especially, and him and I had the conversation after he played it about being girl dads and having girls. It's kind of where he's coming from. So great song. Shout out to Bobby Scott. Go show him some love. He's on all them socials at Bobby Scott Music, I think, or is it just Bobby Scott? I know. I think I have it somewhere in here. Bobby Scott Music Official. There we go.
There
Bobby
it is,
Scott
yeah.
Music Official. Go show him some love, y'all. Go give him a follow. Let him know we sent you over here at the network. But anyways, welcome back to What the Fuck News. Hopefully you guys are having fun hanging out with us tonight. You can find all us and all of our shows wherever you listen to podcasts or come into a live show and get in the chatters box and shoot the shit with us. We do shows live Sunday through Monday. And we're on all the socials, all at the Nonsensical Network. Simply go to bio.link/Nonsensical Network. And you're going to get all them social links and including a link to our merch if you guys are interested in buying some merch. Check us out, give us a follow, give us a like, give us a share if you're not already. Like I said, if you know who we are and you don't know we're live 7 days a week, then shame on us. And if you don't know who we are and you're not listening, then shame on you.
Facts.
I want to get into something, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on it.
Sure.
I more just want to bring it. I just want to bring it up because, it's kind of everywhere right now. And it is like a huge what the fuck. Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever the hell you want to call him, Combs, was arrested yesterday.
Yes, he was.
And he is
Taking down everybody.
I think he's gonna take out a lot of names. He on charges related to racketeering, sex trafficking, and more. Here's where the rapper is jailed now. There was a huge bond set for him. After being arrested he is currently in jail after being arrested on charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution. He was taken into custody, yesterday or the day before, after nearly a year of an ongoing investigation, which included home raids and several lawsuits against him alleging sex abuse and rape. The allegations came to a head in September when Combs was indicted on three charges, and a judge denied a $50 million bail proposed that his attorney put forth. In the indictment, prosecutors alleged that Combs manipulated women into engaging in highly orchestrated performance, which he called freak-offs. These were big parties that he threw. That also allegedly involved paid male sex workers per indictment. Combs also paid the sex workers and the women to fly to wherever he was located at the time. The day after his arrest, Combs pleaded not guilty, and his attorney, blah, 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 told people he was disappointed by what he called an unjust prosecution. Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children, and working to uplift the Black community, his lawyer said. He is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal.
Yeah.
From what he's been charged with to where he is currently in custody is everything you didn't know. What he was 3 felony counts: racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation. Also alleged that Combs partook in kidnapping, forced labor, bribery, and other crimes. The indictment alleged that he ran a criminal group that carefully organized what Combs referred to as freak-offs. Members of his staff allegedly planned the events from start to finish, which Combs manipulated women to join him in drug-fueled orgies with male prostitutes and filmed them to silence the victims after.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Freak-offs allegedly included ranging for travel for women, sex workers, and supplying drugs such as cocaine, meth, and oxycodone to coerce partygoers into sex. The Combs staff would make sure to book and stock hotel rooms with the necessary supplies and would clean the room afterward, while also resupplying Combs and delivering cash to the sex workers, the indictment claims.
That's fine.
Yeah, so there was also claims of him forcing up-and-coming artists on the label, male artists on the labels to have sex with other male prostitutes and engage in sex activities and everything else. Guy's a fucking scumbag, and I
100%.
I hope that, you know, as the truth comes out, that they fucking bury him and they destroy him.
Well, the crazy thing is the judge denied bail, which means he can't get out of jail until he is freed by
I just want to get out there as the first one to say it. Diddy did not kill himself.
Oh, I'm calling that too. Yeah, he didn't do it. He didn't. No. Yeah, let's be honest. Christmas lights, Jeffrey Epstein, and Diddy. 3 things that don't hang themselves.
But no, I mean, like, what an absolute fucking scumbag. And you know,
100%. Let's be honest, opinion, this guy's been attached to a lot of names that could be exposed. So the whole Diddy didn't kill himself, that's a good call.
Yeah. No, I feel bad for his family if they didn't know this, his wife, his kids, you know, whatever. If they didn't know this, I feel bad for them. Yeah, I feel bad for them.
Did you hear
And
the audio
obviously-
leak?
And obviously, no, I hadn't. I only kind of been half-ass paying attention to this. Obviously,
Agreed,
the
'cause there's
victims,
so much
the
info.
victims. You know, I feel horrible for the victims. You know, I don't know how or if they are in the process of putting their lives back together. But you know, I feel sorry for them as well. But fuck Diddy. And I know some people are going to come out and try to defend him and be like, he's a great artist, and much like his lawyer did, and he's done so much for the community, and blah 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 blah. That doesn't excuse those acts.
Oh no, 100%. That's like,
you know, that's
like
saying,
I give $50 million to charity.
Yeah.
To the children's fund, but I killed 3 kids in the process. That still makes me a scumbag.
that's like, you know, John Wayne Gacy was a quote unquote pillar of his community. Mind you, he had 44 young men under his house that he had murdered and raped and everything, tortured and everything else. But yeah, he was a businessman. He would dress up as a clown for a charity and parties, and he did a lot for his community. But at the end of the day, he's a fucking scumbag.
Yeah, the
And
good
he
does
deserved-
not weigh out the bad. Let's be honest.
So as this starts to come out and this starts to unravel and the truth starts to come clean, and I'm not even going to go out there and I'm not going to say if P. Diddy is found guilty. I'm sorry. There's too
much evidence.
There's too much evidence.
No,
It's
the
been a
leaked
year.
audio. So I don't know who this guy is, but DJ Meek,
Not
which is one of Diddy's homeboys, I guess.
Yeah,
But
not super familiar.
There's leaked audio of DJ Meek getting, it's a delicate way to put this, attacked in a sexual manner by Diddy.
Hmm.
And it's like, it's unmistakable what they're doing in the audio. Because
Well, and if it's true that Diddy recorded this to use as blackmail so people wouldn't say anything, where's the recordings? Like,
well, and that's the thing.
Are they all
Let's
deleted
get
and
those out
erased?
there.
And, yeah, you know, are they like, you know, and not to go down to a political road, I'm just using this as a reference. Is it like Hillary Clinton's emails? They just vanished off the face of the earth?
Well, let's be honest. I don't think the public should see these videos.
No.
They should be brought
God, no.
forward, and somebody of authority, like the judge, needs to see these videos. Go, wow, you are a fucking scumbag. You should go to jail for life.
Yeah,
and
there's no
be
way,
that
shape, and
victim
form.
in prison.
Yeah, no way, in any way, shape, and or form should these be brought to the public's attention.
Agreed.
You know,
But they
this
should be brought to people's attention, but they shouldn't be shown.
It should be noted that they do have the actual evidence in the videos, but it shouldn't be put out there for public viewing because some of this stuff that's come out and some of the stuff that's been reported sounds absolutely horrendous. You know, it sounds like some horrible acts were perpetrated against the victims. So, like I said, you know, I hope Diddy's quote unquote empire comes crumbling down, and I hope he spends.
And
the rest
anybody
of,
else
and,
involved.
Anybody else
needs to crumble down too.
Co-conspirators or anything like that, or participants, willing participants. Yeah, they should all be fucking destroyed and thrown into a cell and lock the key away. And I know there's going to be people out there that's going to try to come out and defend them. And they're going to come out and try to defend them on their broadcast or podcast or whatever.
Anybody that's defending what he did, you're a scumbag too. I'm calling it.
These are the same people who have come out and defended Bill Cosby and defended O.J. Simpson and everything else like that. You know, like, what's wrong with you that you're going to defend somebody's actions like this?
Right.
You should be investigated. Somebody should look into your web history, your browser history. So, like I said, I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time on the Diddy thing. Obviously, it's disgusting. It's fucking horrible. And it goes to show that, you know, people with money and power can and will do some horrible things and think that they can just get away with it.
Well, that's the sad part. I mean, how long has this been going on? You know, the old saying in the 90s was there's no party like a Diddy party. But and it was brought up on another podcast that will remain nameless, but that apparently people that used to hang out with Diddy back in the day would say leave before the good part of the party begins.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was kind of like a Gremlins thing. After midnight, get the fuck out. Don't feed him after midnight because it's some of the allegations that I've heard in the past couple of days. I'm just like, Jesus, I'm glad I'm not famous because and it's to no fault of some people were dragged into it. Like Diddy was one of those guys that back in the day, if you weren't hanging out with him, you weren't cool.
Yeah.
And you get roped into it, and then you get to the party and you're like, wow, I should leave, but you don't. That makes you a scumbag. But if you get there and you're like, wow, I should have stayed home and then leave, then you're like, wow, I fucked up. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, but it also goes back to the
but
GBA.
If you did report it.
Yeah. If it comes back, if you know that's going on and you leave, okay, good on you. You left. You didn't participate.
But you need to call somebody.
You need to call somebody and be like, yo, like
somebody maybe
this isn't
do a wellness check on whoever's in there. Yeah.
Yeah, like this isn't Faith Evans, but I'm anonymous, and just so you know, this is going on. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it's
like you get slapped with that old GBA. If you knew it was happening and you did nothing, the guilty by association comes in there and hits you.
100%.
No, like I said, at this point in time, and as the truth, at this point in time, lock him in a hole, and whatever happens to him. He gets what he deserves. As the trial proceeds and the truth is coming out, again, sorry, there's too much here to go, oh, they're just trying to bring the man down because he's black. No, they're not, because it's happened to Epstein.
Bringing him down because he's a scumbag.
It happened to Epstein. It happened to Weinstein. It happened to the guy who created Hustler. It happened to Jerry Sandusky, all white guys, because they were fucking sexual predators and they were scumbags and they got what they fucking deserved.
Agreed.
It has nothing to do with the color of their skin. It has everything to do with the fact of them being a fucking monster. Yeah, they're a monster and they're a predator and they should be locked away or put down.
The sad part, the sad truth is that money directly contributes to them getting away with it for as long as they have.
100%.
If it was you or me doing this horrible acts, but we're doing it on a budget of $100, we're not going to get away with it very long. But if we got $500 million, we can get away with it for a long time because you can pay people off and say, shut the fuck up. And
I don't care if you're rich or famous or if you're just Joe Schmo on the corner. If you're doing these horrendous acts to people, you deserve to be put down or locked in a hole somewhere.
Agreed.
At the end of the day, if you can treat human beings with that amount of disregard and disrespect, then I'm sorry, you don't deserve to see the light of day, in my opinion. There's a reason why. There's a reason why child predators and rapists are the bottom of the food barrel or the bottom of the food chain in prison. Yeah. Not saying that somebody who hacks up 30 people is better than somebody out there raping, but
I think I believe this statement. If he does go to jail for a long time, he did not deserve to go to a federal prison where it's like playing tennis with, no, you need to go to federal pound me in the ass prison.
Well, I think Danny Masterson from that 70s show and The Ranch and movies. I think he basically got a life sentence, and he's doing hard time in a not very nice prison. So
and there's apparently a I guess it's not a warrant, but it's a warrant by the criminals. Whether like if Danny Masterson's in my cell, I'm gonna fork that dude. Yeah. And not in a good way, like as a punishment kind of thing. Like Danny Masters has got it hard right now, but as he should.
Yeah. But anyhow, we'll take a real quick break and cleanse our palates. Obviously, that is in the
penis
news.
Stories.
That is in the news. It is. We got a couple more. I think we got a couple more news stories we can cleanse our palate. We might go a little long tonight. We'll go a little over tonight. But obviously, that is in the news. It's one of the top trending stories, at least here in the States right now. The P. Diddy thing, and you want to talk about and you want to talk about what the fuck. I mean, this is what the fuck news, and that is a big what the fuck.
Well, and you got to remember, Diddy's reach went not just in the music industry, but the movie industry. I mean, how many celebrities, including who was it? I can't remember what it was. It was somebody was telling a story. I think it might have been Jamie Foxx was telling the story that Diddy was at a party at Diddy's, and Diddy was like, this party cost like $25 million, and Jamie Foxx was like, dude, I could throw this exact same party, make it better for like $25,000.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've never been to a party that cost $25,000, let alone $25 million.
Well, when you're buying drugs and everything
that's what I'm saying. If you're spending that much money on a party, it's not for refreshments.
Yeah. No, 100%.
It's not for beer.
We'll take a real quick break. We're going to cleanse our palates. We're going to come back with maybe some more couple little fun stories, and we'll get into the penis stories, if you will, because I do have plenty of those. Take us to break. I'm gonna. If you guys don't want to listen to music, I recommend you listen to the music. But I'm gonna go drop in on our boys at Another Shot Podcast and do a break raid on them and talk shit to them, because that's what I do on breaks on Wednesday nights, because they're live on Wednesday nights at the same time we are. So when we take breaks, I go pop in and talk shit to them. So, but got music here from my boy James Luker. His brand new album, his first album, his debut album, drops this Saturday, guys. So I'm excited for it. Definitely looking forward to that dropping Saturdays and listening to all the music from it. But I want to go with this is one of his older songs, and I like it. It's called Dangerous, featuring 7 Days Away, which is actually his boy Jay Bales. I believe that's his band. So we'll be back here in just a few minutes. Enjoy a little James Luker. Go show him some love on the socials and everywhere you listen to music at James Luker.
So don't try to come on my land. Cause son, you're fucking with the wrong man. I'm sick of this hate, sick of this town. Always feel alive when I'm turning around. Don't cross that line, I can be dangerous. Cause I'm down low till dead in the ground. Going 45 inches always around. Don't test me, boy, I can be dangerous. I said, right, it's just dangerous, but somehow it saved my soul. Yeah, I've always been dangerous, but somehow it saved my soul. I've always been dangerous, but somehow it saved my soul. Yeah, I've always been rebellious, but somehow it saved my soul. Sick of this hate, sick of this town. Always feel life when I'm turning around. Don't cross that line, I can be dangerous. 'Cause I'm an outlaw till dead in the ground. Now I'm 45 and she's always around. Don't test me, boy, I can be dangerous. I'm sick of this hate, sick of this town. Always feel life when I'm turning around. Don't cross that line, I can be dangerous. 'Cause I'm an outlaw till dead in the ground. Now I'm 45 and she's always around. Don't test me, boy, I can be dangerous. I can be dangerous.
I'll go too after what.
Yeah, James Luker with Dangerous, baby. Let's go. Yeah, go show him some love. Like I said, he is everywhere. Everywhere. Where the hell is it at? It's almost slapped Connor.
What do you do?
Him adding all his random shit and removing shit,
Right.
taking shit down. Anyways, James Luker on all the social medias and everything like that. Go show him some love. Let him know we sent you his way. Anyways, we're going to jump. Welcome back to What the Fuck News, part of the Nonsensical Network. Right down below us, it's scrolling all night, bio.link/nonsensical network. That's got all of our socials there, everywhere you can find us. Shows 7 days a week. And you can listen anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasts as well. All at the Nonsensical Network. We're going to roll back into some more What the Fuck News. What you got for us there, Jeff? You got anything? I know you were getting ready to do a story before I decided to...
Well, I gotta.
Jump
This
into
is
that.
And then we
this
met
is
up at
we've heard about squatters and people not leaving people's houses. This woman in North Fort Myers woman attacks man with machete, chops off part of his thumb.
Was she the
Lee
squatter?
No. So Lee County Sheriff's Office arrested Sheila King on Saturday night and charged her with an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. She intentionally harmed a man, causing permanent body disfigurement. And let's see here why. She walked inside her camper and machete, started swinging around a camper, and she hit the table, chopped off part of the man's thumb in this camper because he was squatting on her property, and he refused to leave and clean up. Now, I'm pretty sure that that's a little extreme. Wait a minute.
Sounds justifiable to me.
Agreed.
If she, that's why that's why I asked, was she the squatter? And the guy was like, "Yo, bitch, get the fuck out of here." She was like,
No,
I got your bitch
she
right
owned
here.
the property.
Yeah.
She owned the property, and dude parked his camper on her property. It was like an empty lot kind of thing. She owned it. And dude parked his camper there, and he's like, "I'm not fucking leaving." So she went in with a machete, and she took off part of his thumb, and he fought back, and she threw the machete down, like he knocked out her hand, and I'm almost cut off his pinky toe too. So I say that part's on his part.
Yeah.
And maybe he should fucking move.
I was gonna say, you can't just. I'm sorry, I'm on her side.
I am too.
You can't just pull up on somebody's property. You can't just walk into somebody else's house and claim it as your own. I'm sorry. I think it's bullshit that squatters have more rights than we do as homeowners or landowners.
Agreed.
Because in my opinion, and again, I live in Ohio. Ohio is an open carry state. It's also a concealed carry without permit. Also has stand your ground, and they also have the castle doctrine, which means if I walk into my house and you're in it, and I tell you to leave, and you don't, and I shoot you in the face, well, then I should be on the right side of the law.
Oh, 100%.
But these squatters have way too many. Like, you're going to tell me because some jackass broke into my house. I believe that's breaking and entering.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Changed my locks. I'm sure that's against the law. And then establish themselves a residence. They have more right than I do, and I own the house. Like, you're out your fucking mind. No, I'm not going through your 90-day eviction process. I'm not filing with the courts. I'm walking in there with a ball bat, and I'm ringing some fucking heads, and I'm tossing them out on the sidewalk.
And I think this woman should, for she's being charged with assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
And which is understandable. She did assault him, but at the end of the day, there are criminals in different parts of the country that are doing way worse and walking free. So I think she should walk free. Because there is a guy, he came up with a way to deal with squatters in a legal way. He will literally, if you own a property, and this guy's in Florida as well, if you own a property and you have squatters and you can't get them out, he will break into the house and sit on the couch and become a squatter himself.
And
the dude is like 6'9", 400 pounds.
Or, as we talked about earlier, if you need squatters removed, just call upon the snake man.
That's another thing. I'm just saying, you're in Florida, go get a couple Bernese pythons, release them onto the property, and call it a fucking day. But I think she should be, my opinion here, but I think it's justified.
Yeah. Again, call upon the snake man. Stand in front of the mirror at midnight and say my name 3 times.
Yeah.
Say, snake man, I have a problem. And I'm a giving urban legend. It's not all about doing scary, horrible things. I can do good for the community as well.
I think another thing you could do. We have an immigration problem in the States. I think if you hire illegals and to remove squatters, if they remove 30 squatters in under a month, they get citizenship.
Or listen to me, hear me out here. We have an illegal immigration problem in our country. We hire the illegal immigrants to do the illegal activity to get the squatters out. The squatters are out of your house, and then we deport the illegal immigrants. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Win-win.
Yeah. 2 birds, 1 stone, ladies and gentlemen.
We're fixing the country one law at a time here at Nonsensical Network.
Click Jeff 2028. Vote for us.
There you go.
Squatch and Garden Gnome 2028.
I do have one other story.
You have the questions, we have the answers.
I actually, there's a new law in Mexico.
Oh.
And
I didn't even know you guys had laws there.
Oh, yeah, we do. The new law is this. Chris, in the United States and in most countries, if you want to become a judge, what do you got to do?
Go to school, become a lawyer, spend years being a lawyer, be a good lawyer, maybe get promoted to judge.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm speculating.
From my understanding, you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah,
That's the path to judgehood.
I've got a lot of tools on my belt. Being a lawyer or a judge is not one of those tools that I have yet. I mean, I may declare myself the judge, jury, and executioner of Nonsensical Network at some point.
Well, the new law in Mexico is anybody can become a judge, but they have to be elected.
Yeah,
with term limits. It's got term limits. I get that.
But
it's kind of a weird law, right? Like you could be like, I want to become a judge. So you run a campaign and you can be elected by the people to become a judge. So you can, for instance, and as we all know, that, you know, we're talking about politics and stuff like that. A good campaign costs money. So
Yeah.
if I'm a cartel member and I want a friend as a judge, I fund your campaign. You become a judge. I walk away scot-free from any crime I'm
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
That's the
but
concern.
Yeah, but I feel like that's already an issue because the cartel doesn't have police and doesn't have judges and everything else in their back pockets already.
Right, but this makes it way easier to get your buddy as a judge.
Or I go down there, I run for judge, and I tell the cartel where they can stick it
I'm thinking about doing that.
because I bring my legion of snakes with me.
Yeah, because Mexico doesn't have snakes.
Yeah,
But-
but they don't have.
Yeah, that's the
they don't
new
have-
law.
They don't have 20-foot plus Burmese pythons that are under my command.
No, that's a fact. But yeah, that's the new law. It actually goes in effect.
Now
next
I'm
week.
fixing Mexico's cartel and drug problems. I'm a giver. I deserve sainthood at this point.
You know what I think? I think you and I run for president and vice president of the world. We can fix all the
Yeah.
problems of the world.
Yeah. I think I should be. I think I should get a national holiday. I should be Saint Glick.
No, no.
Everybody gets a day off.
That's pushing it.
Yeah.
You're pushing it.
Saint the Champ. It's Saint the Champ Day. STC. Yeah, now I'm fixing Mexico's problems.
I'm just saying, it's like one of those things. It's this law literally it got passed yesterday.
Yeah, that's
And
kind of wild because that's a job and a role at the end of the day that you would want some kind of experience behind you to be like, yeah, I'm certified to be a judge. I can
Right,
rule
and that's the thing. It's like
criminal.
now I haven't dug a whole lot into this rule,
Could you
but I
imagine
think
us
there's
as
going to
judges?
be. Oh yeah,
Like-
we'd be terrible judges.
like the lady in Florida, you know, that chopped the guy's thumb off. She comes into my court. I'm like, where's the problem here? I don't think she did anything wrong. You're free to
Agreed.
go, ma'am. You know,
Yeah.
crazy lady throwing knives. Hey, lady, you're lock you up in a hole for a little while. What you think about your actions? You know, like
Yeah, it's
there's a
It-
reason why I don't have power, people.
well there
'Cause I would abuse the
thing
shit
with
out of
this- And that's the thing. That's the problem is people are gonna. There's gonna be a issue.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna become a problem. I'm calling it now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna. Well, as if you guys don't have enough problems with
Right?
you know criminal activity and you know and corruption and and everything else in Mexico. I mean, everybody has it. We have it here in the States as well. But
Oh,
you're
100%.
basically
It's just not as blatant.
you're basically just going run amok. Fuck it,
Yeah.
we don't care. Everybody's going to America anyways. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let it be somebody else's problem. So I'm gonna do. I got one more story here, and then we'll take another quick break, and then we'll wrap the show up with everybody's favorite penis stories.
Yeah.
Get back into some more big dick stories.
Yeah. Like a big deal.
College Town's police department says they don't need help with cleanup after a beer spillage.
I heard about this story. I saw this. Go ahead.
Oxford, Mississippi, a college town in Mississippi. Words are hard. I smell toast. A college town in Mississippi temporarily closed the street after a delivery truck dropped dozens of cases of beer. The spill happened in Oxford, home of the University of Michigan. The Oxford Police Department posted photos on social media and asked drivers to avoid the area for a while. Please use another route, the department posted on X, and no, you cannot come help clean up. They nipped that right in the bud real quick because you know them college kids were like, skirt, skirt, y'all need some help? We got you.
Yeah, I got this.
I just came all the way from Ohio. I heard you guys needed a hand.
You sure you don't need any help?
I mean, it's too bad it looks like in the picture it was Oh no, there's some Michelob Ultra, Bud Light, Modelo. Oh, there's my beer. There's Miller Lite. I see it. There's Coors Light. So yeah, it sounds like a delivery driver was delivering to a gas station or something, and just like one side of his truck just was like he moved the wrong box and half the trailer just fell out. He had one of those roll up trucks or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it just dumped out the side. So,
I'm just saying, it's worth it.
yeah, I mean, hey, y'all need some help? I got you. I'm an expert cleaner upper of beer. Never mind the empties. You guys are gonna have to clean up the empties.
Don't mind
I can't even stand up. So you guys still got to clean up them empties, but I helped clean up. I did my part. I am a giver. Yeah, I'm a giver. I like to give back to the community, Jeff.
I agree, and I think that's the way to do it.
Let's see where we were. So we're going to take one more real quick break. That's going to allow me to get the penises pulled up.
Yeah. Said him every day.
Every day.
If there's a wiener on that monitor, I swear to God, Stu.
Shit, if I can get back to the right brand.
All right.
So we're gonna take another break. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna drop some penis stories on your head. I'm gonna drop some big penises on your head. And
don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah. And then we'll wrap this fucking show right on up. Let's do my girl Jules. Where's she at? I know she's on here somewhere. There she is. Let's do an oldie from Jules. Jules in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Go show her some love. She just got back. Her and her husband was in. They took a nice vacation to Greece. They were out there. Lots of really pretty pictures. It looks like they had a really good time. I think they're back home now. I think they're back to reality. I had to hit her up and see how her vacation went. I didn't want to bother her while she was on vacay. But go check out Jules. She's everywhere, social, everywhere you listen to music. At Jules and the How, and this is her song, The How.
Real quick. Wait, real quick.
Glick Hawk 2024 world president. Yeah.
Just saying.
The campaign is
campaign has started.
We got to do 2028 because 2024 we're a little too late.
Yeah, well, everybody else can get in when they want.
Once we're in as United States of American presidents or president and vice president, then we declare that we are the president and vice president of the world and nobody can stop us.
Fact.
I'll be like, Jeff's just itching to push the button. Give him a reason.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a fact. Just let me.
Let
me hit the button.
Yeah. You know how these short people are. They just need a reason to let their Napoleon complex take over. Intrusive thoughts. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
The campaign has started, folks.
Campaign has started. Get your ballots ready. You know who you're voting for, and if you don't vote for us,
just write it in. Just write it in.
Vote for us, or you'll get a visit from a Burmese python.
Hey, we just won right now.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. And we're gonna take ourselves one more real quick break. We're gonna come back with everybody's favorite segment, the penis stories.
Yay!
As I said, here's Jules in the How with her song, The Owl. Ow.
I like the song.
I do too.
There's a force inside of me, desperate to break free. A brewing storm underneath my skin. Raging fire inside my mind.
Yeah.
Maybe if
Ooh, yeah, let's go. Jules in the house. Go show her some love, y'all. She's everywhere on them socials at Jules in the house, and she's awesome. She just makes killer music, and she's an awesome person as well. Had a lot of fun hanging out with her on a couple different shows on Glick's House of Music. But welcome back to What the Fuck News, everybody. We've reached that point in the night. It's time for Jeff's favorites. What do you want, Jeff?
I want the peanut.
I'm gonna clip one of those.
Yeah.
We're go ahead and jump in.
I need some peanuts in my life.
Clip that.
Yep, that's all right.
That's what I'm hoping to. That's what I'm hoping to do tomorrow. I've been a little bit busy. Haven't had time. I'm hoping tomorrow I can get some clips. I can get some stuff posted up on social, you know, and whatnot from previous guests at Glick's House of Music, and get some clips from the other shows as well. I've been real busy now lately. So anywho, it is that time of night. We're gonna roll into some penis stories. And last week we started a new list from BuzzFeed. Shout out to BuzzFeed, man.
They come up with some great lists.
They have some really cool lists, and they put them out there for their readers, their subscribers, their followers, and whatnot to respond back. And shout out to the people who respond back. I know it's for the most part anonymous because, you know, I mean, I know there's people out there that could find these people, but for your average viewer, your average reader, you know, like myself, I love BuzzFeed. I'm a huge fan of BuzzFeed. I'm not going to have the skills to track somebody down and be like, hey, you're going to come on my show and relive the horrible penis story that you had.
Oh my God, that would be amazing because I have millions of questions for these people.
Yeah. But we started a new list last week, and it's 15 big penis horror stories that'll make you give up sex completely. It's all about the giant dingalings, which, as we discussed last week, we don't need to have this discussion again. I think the census is the bigger the penis, not necessarily the better.
Yeah.
Painful.
Let's be real.
Painful, not enjoyable, uncomfortable, just all around. Sorry, guys, you're just not getting as much poontang as you think you're going to get.
Agreed.
Even like a small to average size guys, they feel better.
Not about the size of your boat, about the motion in the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Might be the size of a goldfish, but bucks like a whale. I had a buddy who used to say that all the time. Every time he said it, I wanted to kick him in his head. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start right back in. We this tearful tear.
Oh dear God.
Bent46 writes in. He says, "I'm gay, and 99% a top, but for some reason I was really wanting to bottom one day. I texted my friend with benefits and invited him over. Bent says his dick is at least 9 inches and thick."
Jesus Christ. Motherfucker.
Bent goes on to say, yeah. Bent goes on to say, he shoved his dick in my ass for the first time ever, and it literally tore my ass a little. I have never screamed and jumped up so fast in my life. It took a year to completely heal. Ouch, says Bent.
No.
I think that, and I'm just going to say this real quick. We're going to kind of say this in passing. We don't really need to go down the rabbit hole. If I were a gay man, I think I would only date guys with small penises.
You know what? I agree. I don't want a hog.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I was gay, I'd be like, how big are you? Nah, you're cute, but I'm not dating you.
Yeah.
Like I would date you because you have a little dick. You'd be perfect.
I mean, we did. Yeah, we both had little dicks. We were married once upon a time.
So at the end of the day, we kind of Stick to our
Having
own.
sex with you turned me straight.
You're welcome, ladies. Or I apologize, ladies, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I would
I
not
think-
be going after what's it, Dirk Diggler.
Yeah,
all.
yeah. If I was a gay man, I would be a size queen, but in the reverse, like the smaller the better.
Mhm.
We do fit together quite nicely, Leggy.
Yeah, like pieces of a puzzle, like ham and tuna fish.
Ooh. I don't want to try that. Like otters and barbecue.
Yeah,
Like he was there last night.
Macaroni and hot dogs.
Yeah. Rainbow, we'll move on here. Rainbow writes in, and I don't know if this is a girl or a guy. We're not gonna make any assumptions. But Rainbow says, I was hooking up with a guy for the first time in the shower. And things were getting very hot. And then he went so deep in me that I felt it felt like I was overheating. I started to feel like I was losing my vision. So he took me to his room and we tried again from a more comfortable position. Rainbow continues and says he went in deep again, but he was so big that I fainted and made both of us fall off the bed, causing the guy's dick to get bruised. He was out of commission for 3 days because of it.
Okay, let's be honest, that's too big. If you passed out from it,
Yeah.
like it's time to give the little dick guys a chance. I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's time to go down to the minor leagues at this point. You're not ready for the majors. Poor little otters. Otterman and Mr. Sexy Legs Otter Barbecue Joint opening soon in Miami. Last night I also got a new name. I'm Otter Man. So tonight I'm Snake Man, the Legend of the Snake Man, and last night I was Otter Man. All based off of my abilities to hunt down woodland creatures. Poor little otters. Julie P writes in, this double soda can, she says, I was hooking up with a guy who was 6'4". When hard, his 10-inch dick went past his belly button. After some oral, we were finally going to try to fit it in my vagina. It didn't even fit in your mouth. What makes you think it's going to fit in your vagina, Julie? Just saying.
Jesus.
When he went in, it was so fucking painful. I ended up going to the bathroom pretty much right there, or right away. And he noticed that there was blood on his dick. I bled when I peed.
He's like, are you a virgin?
Yeah, and after a couple days of being in severe pain, I went to the doctor. Turned out I had torn my vagina opening, a UTI, and a yeast infection, all because he was too big. Worst experience ever.
Once again, you ladies need to give the small dick guys a chance.
I think she went to small dick. I think she switched teams real fast and in a hurry.
I bet you.
If I was a lady, if
you're bigger than this, it ain't going in, motherfucker.
Yeah, if I was a lady and you ripped my vagina and you gave me a UTI and I got a yeast infection, all three, that's a trifecta.
I'm
That's
becoming lesbian the next day.
That is the unholy trinity if I was a woman, in my opinion. And yeah, I'm switching teams. I'm either switching teams and playing for the ladies team, or I'm switching teams and going to the small dick kings.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm saying, well, this is advertisement for small dick kings everywhere. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like
Mr.
if you
Sexy
need
Legs.
if you need a little Riz to talk up the ladies, these are the stories you bring to the table.
Yeah. If you
It will work.
if you're not confident about your size, these are icebreakers.
100%. Did you know?
Did you know?
you heard this story? You just walk up to a chick at a bar. Have you ever heard the story about the woman that got her vagina ripped because the guy's dick was too big? You will not have that problem with me. Let's go.
Yeah, right. I feel like these women aren't turned on and juicy. I don't. I mean, I don't know. You know,
maybe they need to get in a Range Rover and go in the water.
Yeah, yeah, right. I don't know. Again, I'm not a woman, and I don't have a big giant penis, so I don't know. I can't speak for either side. So
agreed.
I'm just a guy throwing out an
Hey,
opinion.
you know what? Hey, here's another little reach around. We were talking about Diddy's house being raided. Did you hear what they found? 1,000 bottles of lube and baby oil.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about that.
Maybe these women need to go to Diddy's house before hooking up with these big guys. Just saying.
Yeah. Lily writes in the lost cause. My best friend called me at 3 a.m. to say that she and her boyfriend finally had sex. It's not a first-time sex adventure that I would want to go on, but nonetheless. They finally had sex, and it was anal.
Oh, dear.
For first time having sex with your boyfriend, you're just like shoving in my ass?
It's called a loophole. So she's still a virgin.
Well, maybe she's not a virgin.
In the eyes of the church.
Well, I don't know. But Lily goes on to say his dick was big, but apparently he was trying really hard to impress her by wearing an extra large Magnum condom.
Oh, shit.
And you know what happened.
It came off.
The condom. What the hell?
Now I'm curious.
Jesus Christ, this thing is just.
Well, and that's my thing, Leggy. It's like the vagina is designed to stretch and pull out a baby. If your dick's so big that it's breaking that.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying.
Surgery. I'm just saying.
And the condom got lost in her butthole.
Wow.
Lily says I had to talk her through an enema, or just wait until you take a shit.
I was gonna say just go to Taco Bell. You'll be all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, unless you end up like me, then it's coming out the other end. Then all of a sudden you throw up a condom that's been in your ass.
Hey, once again, better out than in.
Yeah. Shell writes in this jaw-dropping tale. I feel like I read this one already. Maybe it was a different story that sounds similar. I occasionally get lockjaw from bad TMJ, which is temporomandibular.
Yeah,
basically, it's like too much
with your tongue.
It's like too much jaw. That's what my ex-wife, because she had the same thing. She had TMJ. She called it too much jaw, and I'm like, yeah, that's not the problem. You suffer from a bad case of spread my legs too much. I'm teasing. They're jokes, people.
Oh no, that's true. I'm telling her.
That was my ex-fiance.
Your ex-wife.
That was my ex-fiance.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. Fact.
But Shell says I was giving my boyfriend a blowjob, and he's quite big and girthy. Reference 6'7" for reference. So my jaw was hurting. I thought, fuck it, and kept going. That was a big mistake, because I got to the point where I couldn't open my mouth wide enough to get his dick out. So I had to pry my mouth open with my fingers. Now, anytime I give him oral, I make sure to use my tongue while giving my jaw a rest.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If you're getting lockjaw because you're sucking dick, stop sucking dick.
Or find a smaller dick to suck.
Or find a smaller dick.
You know, I should really reconsider telling some stories when I'm sitting on my porch. All my neighbors are leaving all of a sudden.
Carrying a gun because shoot them.
Literally, like 4 cars just drove
They're
by.
like,
Like,
fuck, we're out of here, man. This guy's
There
got a
goes the
huge dick
goddamn
and he
movie.
likes them.
Ooh, shots. Yeah, because I literally look like I'm just sitting on my patio with a ring light talking to my like talking to myself with my laptop. They can't hear you. I got an earbud.
That's
Promise
true.
I'm not talking to myself.
And you're sitting here talking about dick.
Yeah. Let's do one more here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wrap this list up. I'm gonna wrap this list up tonight. There's just a couple more in here, so I'm gonna wrap this list up tonight. We're gonna knock it out the ballpark, so to say. D4B writes in, this bloody blowjob. The first guy I ever gave a blowjob to was
Wow.
huge, both in length and girth. I had braces at the time and was hesitant, but he assured me
Wow.
it would be okay.
Braces. No.
We took to it slowly, but he ended up with 2 bloody lines down his penis where some inside wires were protruding. To this day, I still wonder if he has scars.
I bet you he ghosted your ass.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Hey, a chick with braces can be really cute and can be really sexy, but I'm not sticking my dick in your mouth. It's not gonna happen.
Calm down. What was that Bond villain with the
Jaws?
yeah, Jaws. I thought he had a more creative.
Well, like
I thought he had a more creative
cousin,
name, but
I had a cousin that got braces, and like
this story could get interesting.
No. The first week, like the inside of her jaw, or inside of her lips were all cut up from the braces. So imagine what it would do to your dick. So yeah, no. I've known a lot of people with braces, and like the first week of getting their braces.
Please continue your story about your cousin and her braces and
No.
blowjob.
I'm just saying. No. I'm not talking about a blowjob. I'm talking about when somebody gets braces. That first week, their gums and cheeks are all bloodied from cutting. Penis. Penis.
Oh, you say so, buddy. Hey, whatever you say. I'm not here to judge.
No, that's not true. There's such thing as adult braces.
My ex-mother-in-law got braces late in life. She had braces.
Calm down. You put the underage thing in your head.
Yeah, what are you thinking
Sticky.
about?
Yeah, Jesus. Calm down there, P. Diddy. Calm down there, like.
Well, this lady probably wouldn't be hard to find. Gina Marie writes in, this nerve-wracking snap. Gina says, I was having sex with a guy who was so big that when we lost rhythm, his dick sort of bent. We heard a snapping sound. We later found out that it was a weak tendon or a nerve in his penis that created that noise.
I've heard
his dick swelled up and we rushed to the hospital. He needed surgery to repair the nerve. It's been 20 years since then, and he's fine now, but I will never forget it.
I've heard about that. I've heard about that before. People breaking their penis.
Jeff looks underage.
I
Oh shit! And the last one
terrifies me. That terrifies me. I don't have because this I don't think this had anything to do with the guy's dick being too big. It was a weak.
No,
tendon.
it's just a weak tendon, and you know, if you guys go off rhythm from each other and things happen, and
there was a movie where a guy and a girl were having sex and they fell off the bed and she broke his penis.
Both broken penis, man. And last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this list up, and we can start a new list next Wednesday.
Yay!
This is a long one too. That's what she said.
It is a big dick story.
Yeah. Allison writes in this scene of a crime. Whoa, that's not good. Allison says, I hooked up with a friend who had the longest and thickest dick I'd ever seen. Even though we spent a lot of time in foreplay, the sex was so painful that we had to stop. So I gave him a blowjob instead. Allison continues, I went to the bathroom after to clean up and looked in the mirror and saw my hands, face, and thighs covered in blood. When I went back to his room, his white sheets and pillowcases looked like a murder scene, and he was gone. I panicked. I grabbed one of the pillows to try to hide how bad it was and called an Uber. Allison says, he was walking back in when I was literally running out the door. I shouted some confused noises at him, jumped in my Uber, yelling, drive!
Go, go, go!
There was still blood on my face and hands, and I was holding a bloody pillowcase, so my driver probably thought I murdered someone. Later on, I returned his pillow, and he was surprisingly cool about it.
What happened?
That's what I want to know. Like, you left out a key fucking component of this story. Where did all the fucking blood come from? Yeah,
Well,
you sound like you. I'm assuming maybe from her.
Well, see, that's what I was thinking. Was she on her period, or did she hurt him?
Or did he hurt her?
Yeah. Can you imagine that Uber driver? Drive. Why are you covered in blood, bitch? Did you?
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be cool as an Uber driver. If somebody jumps in my car covered in blood and they have a bloody pillowcase, I'm gonna start asking questions.
Oh, 100%. I'm like, no, you need to get the fuck out. I'm canceling this ride. You get somebody else.
You need to call.
I got enough problems.
Yeah, you need to call.
I'm driving you right to the police station.
Yeah.
She killed somebody, or somebody tried to kill her. One of the two.
Yes, something happened. You guys should
investigate.
She's giving her report, and she's like, "This guy, his penis was so big."
Yeah, sure it was. I swear, sure it was.
I think the tip was part of the problem. Like, yeah.
I wonder if maybe like
I better get a 5-star rating. You better leave me one hell of a tip.
Agreed. Oh, that's that.
Hashtag just the
tip. No, like that's. I'm so curious on where all the blood came from.
I'm judging by other stories that we read. I'm going to assume she was on her period. Either A, she was on her period, or B, he tore something.
Yeah, but she didn't mention that she tore something, so
maybe it wasn't. Maybe it didn't hurt.
That's true. Adrenaline.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but what she said, there was blood on her face. I'm assuming there was blood on dude's dick when it went in her mouth. If you've ever tasted your own blood, it's metallic. It's got that penny. Like,
yeah,
you
but
don't taste that.
But you're also in the heat of the moment. Maybe homeboy didn't shower that day, so he already had a fragrance down there. You know what I mean? I'm not saying not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad fragrance. Maybe homeboy uses Fresh Balls and it's a deodorant for your junk.
Maybe it smelled like
so
I'm just saying.
Well, as a consumer and a buyer of Fresh Balls at one point in time, it definitely does not smell like petunias, but it smells like a nice deodorant for your region, your nether regions, if you will.
Bits.
Yeah, so you don't stink.
Like out of all the people out of this list, the one I want to interview is this last one.
Yeah, I want to know more. I got to know where the blood come from.
Yeah, and have you talked to him since? Did the dude bleed out?
Yeah. I want to know what the Uber driver's reaction was, because there's no way.
I want to interview the Uber driver.
Yeah, because there's no way.
Talk about something showing up out of context.
Yeah, there's no way as an Uber driver you're just like, okay, and you don't unless this is the norm. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they're from Baltimore or Chirac
Right.
or so, like a really bad city where this is just the norm. It's a typical Tuesday night for this Uber driver.
What are
You know,
gonna do?
yeah.
Oh, so it's
People getting in
Wednesday,
the
I
car.
see.
Yeah, somebody gets in the car covered in blood. I don't know if that's the norm, and he was just like, whatever. Do. Not my business, not my circus, not my monkeys type deal.
Yeah, agreed. He was just like, hurry up. I just need the money. I got a car payment to make. Frickin' let's
Please don't stain my seats, type deal. You will be charged for a cleanup.
That's horrible.
That's a taste that I've never tasted before, nor do I want to.
I'll have to take your word for that, Leggy.
But wow, ball sweat, spunk, and blood.
That sounds like a cocktail.
Have you tried the new cologne, Blood, Spunk, and Ball Sweat by Dior?
By Nonsensical Network. A dabble, do you?
Just like sex
60% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
Anywho.
Oh wow. Yeah. Out of all the people on this list, there's a couple of them I want to interview, but I want to interview this person the most. I got to know more. Not that I'm going to sit there and do research, but like she left out key points of that. The taste of a man. Nice. Hashtag the taste of a man. Blood, sweat, spunk. I'm just saying we need to come up with our own man musk called Blood, Sweat, and Spunk. The taste of a man. Bring the squatch out of you.
I'm
just saying.
I can use that. I created it. I can use that line. I created it.
Celebrities have, perfume lines and stuff like that. Why can't we?
I don't think that's going to be a good
taste of man.
I don't think that's going to be a fragrance. I'm just saying very well.
What? Get yours today at the nonsensical-nonsense.myspreadshop.com.
Blood, ball, sweat, and spunk.
The taste of
you ask. Nikki
you should know better.
You ask.
Was it Jeff's idea?
It was kind of a combination of both of us.
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Actually, it was Leggy's fault because she said, "Ooh, the taste of blood and spunk," and I was like, "Could you imagine what that was probably smell like down there if he hadn't showered for the day?" And then Jeff and I just went from there. She's not amused by us right now.
It was a group effort. Let's be honest.
It was a team effort. The taste of a man.
Glickhawk 2028.
Yeah, she's less than impressed with us right now. So she just looked back at me and discussed, like, you asked. Like, you should know better. You should know better at this point in our relationship.
What our viewers don't know is Glick is outside, and Nikki has basically assured us all he's going to stay there.
Yeah, I think I heard the door lock.
She's locked the door.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
There you go.
My poor neighbors are like, Jesus Christ, how do we stop this animal? He's got an army of spiders. He's killing and eating otters. Now he's a snake man. That means he's got fucking snakes. We can't do anything. And now he's going to run for president of the world and sell a cologne that smells like
that's how we're going to fund the campaign.
Ball sweat and blood.
That's how we're going to fund our campaign to run for president of the world.
I'm
just saying.
Oof,
it could work. It could work. We will be the Calvin Klein of men's perfume. The Rolls Royce of men's perfume.
Well, men don't wear perfume. We wear cologne.
So it's 2024. Man, it can wear perfume.
Well, okay, you got me there.
Yeah, see? I'm gonna cancel you.
Please.
Don't get us canceled
At this-
before we start. Jesus.
At this point, yes.
I want to
please
run the
cancel
world.
me.
Like, what the fuck? You're getting us
Yeah.
canceled. Jesus. We got to be woke.
High five, boys. Cyber 5.
Cyber 5. That's where we all just smack our cameras.
Fuck. Shit, I gotta buy a new camera now.
Damn it. Hashtag worth it.
Well, I think on that note, after last night's debauchery, now tonight's debauchery, and I know Saturday is right around the corner. We're on the downhill slide for the weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to design our bottle for our men's cologne of blood, sweat, and punk. Blood, sweat, and spunk. That's what I'll debut the look of our bottle on Saturday. Like, I know what I'm doing the rest of the night.
I am.
I'm going to create an ad.
I'm on the edge. I am on the edge of my seat. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah. Stay tuned till Saturday's show. I will have a commercial. I'm going to create a commercial for and I'm going to reveal the true name of Blood, Sweat, and Spunk. That's what it'll smell like, but it'll have a cool name. I just haven't thought of it yet.
Jeez.
And our tagline will be the taste of a man. Let's be honest. Ooh, our sports drink. Our sports drink. The taste of a man. Yeah.
I think we're gonna have
blood, sweat, and sports. Blood, sweat, and spunk sports drink. The taste of a man. Get yours today at nonsensical-nonsense mysprotshop.com.
Well, and I think on that note, we've reached the point where we are going to go ahead and turn off the teleprompters, turn off the cameras, smack my co-anchor in the mouth, and call it a night on the news. Now, speaking of Saturday night show, we make sure you guys tune in. We do have shows Sunday or Monday through Sunday here on the network. We kicked a week off with Men Caring for Men. It's a men's mental health podcast, and we do have an open panel. We encourage and we invite any other men who want to come up and chit chat with us, either take part in the conversation we're having, or if you just got some shit weighing on your mind, weighing on your shoulders, and you want to get some, you need to vent, you need to talk to somebody. Well, you're more than welcome to come up and do that. Tuesday nights is Glick's House of Music. Mondays, by the way, is hosted by Connor and myself. Tuesdays is Glick's House of Music. That's hosted by me, and I'm hanging out with up-and-coming artists, musicians, songwriters, producers, whatever, whoever I can get to come on the show and hang out and talk about their music career. We're hanging out. We're having fun. We're having a good time. If you missed last night's episode with AJG, it is up on the YouTube and Facebook channel. And hopefully by tomorrow, I'll have it up on all the podcasting platforms so you can go and check that out. AJG and I had a lot of fun hanging out and shooting the shit. He was cool. Go show him some love. AJ3_305 on all the socials. Wednesday nights is this goofy ass show right here. What the fuck news? If it's in the news and it makes us say what the fuck, we're going to talk about it. And hopefully it makes you say what the fuck as well.
Facts.
Thursdays. Yeah, right. Like all men welcome, but especially the ones who smell like blood, sweat, and spunk. Thursday nights, every other Thursday night is Cash's Corner. That's hosted by my son, co-hosted by me. It is a wrestling talk show. We just talk wrestling. We're both big wrestling fans, and that's another show. If you're a wrestling fan and you want to come up, let us know, and we'll bring you up and hang out. Let you hang out with us. We're already sitting on the couch watching wrestling and talking about wrestling. Why not do it on a show together? So that's a fun show we do every other Thursday. I'm thinking about using Thursdays because I got to get a message sent out for a couple interviews to line up. And as of right now, I'd either have to cut into Mondays or Tuesdays or potentially Wednesdays definitely not Tuesdays, but Mondays or Wednesdays. But I'm thinking about using that every other Thursday to do like a little hour-long interview session for like these different local establishments or local entrepreneurs and stuff to kind of help promote their shops and wares and whatnot. But in the meantime, every other Thursday is Cash's Corner. Friday nights is, I think it's still called Whose Debate or Whose Argument Is It Anyways?
We will be
with Blaze.
New name on Friday.
Okay, well, there's some show on Friday. I don't know what's happening. I don't even know if it's fucking live or not. I don't know what's going on there.
It's pre-recorded. It's pre-recorded, but it'll go out live.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. It's not my project, not my circus, not my monkeys. But there's something that goes on Fridays. You would think I would know, but I'm not told anything. Saturday nights is the coup de grace, the main event, if you will. Nonsensical nonsense, unhinged, unapologetic. We let the inmates take over the asylum. We call it the Open Door Challenge. We drop the link in the chat, and we challenge you guys to come up and hang out with us. We just ask that you turn your camera on and please put your penis away because nobody wants to see it. Let's be honest.
Facts.
Also, why would you show a bunch of dudes your penis? That's weird. And then you're going to get made fun of by a bunch of dudes because of your small penis. Again, it's not a win-win situation if you put your pecker on your camera screen. Just not going to win. It's just going to be bad. And on the off chance that we have a lady in the building or a woman in the building, then you're going to get a double whammy because your ego is going to get really bruised when the women start making fun of it. I'm just saying. Leggy and I have experienced that. We spent way longer than we should have making fun of this poor guy's little dick. But it was fun. And then we wrap the week up on Sundays. We have a new show that debuted week 1 of the NFL that is hosted by myself and Derek Wayne Douglas, former guest of Glick's House of Music. And we are talking football, making picks, making predictions. I think we're going to slide in a little fantasy football talk in there as well. That kicks off at noon. It's called Unnecessary Roughness. Cam will be up there when he can be. I think Bathurst wants to come up and partake from time to time. That is also an open forum. We dropped the link in the chat, and anybody who wants to come up and talk football. That's what we're doing. We're talking football. We're not talking anything else. It's just NFL. And we're making our picks and our predictions and all that fun jazz. And then I guess I don't know if that's still happening or not. Again, I don't know if Jeff's Garage is still a thing or not, but if it is, it's on at some point on Sundays. I don't know. Jeff and Benji got to work that out.
Yeah.
Work out a time frame that works for both of them. So that's the network, man. That's the shows. You can find us on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. We do the shows live on YouTube, Twitch. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Rumble now. The Chatters Box is always open. We encourage you guys. That's one of the main reasons we do the show live is because the Chatters Box is always open. We encourage you guys to get in the Chatters Box and partake in all the conversations. Add your 2 cents, add your common sense, or lack of common sense. Drop your one-liners, make jokes at our expenses. We don't care. Just be active in the Chatters Box. That's what it's there for. Or just hang out and watch. We appreciate that too. Maybe some people are shy. You can lurk. We don't mind if you lurk. I know I'm sexy. I'm sexy and I know it. And Jeff's too sexy for this podcast. You should see him shake his stuff on the catwalk. I forgot the lyrics to that word or that song.
Yeah, you're close.
Yeah, somewhere along those lines. But yeah, you can find all of us, all of the shows, all of us, all at the Nonsensical Network, or simply go to bio.link, Nonsensical Network. You got all those links there, including a link to our merch. We got shirts and hoodies and cups, and there's even a tote bag on there now. There's hats. We heard the people ask for hats, so we got hats. Shout out to Nikki. She is the reigning queen of the merchandise. She is the CEO of merchandising. So she's throwing up the designs and putting everything up there for us and kind of running that. So I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, we got shirts and hats and hoodies and coffee cups and all that stuff up there. Some cool stuff and more to come. We'll get all the shows represented as well. But right now it's just Nonsensical Nonsense and Nonsensical Network. But lots of things going on, lots of things happening, y'all. Hopefully you guys are enjoying what we're doing. We're trying to create actual content and not just come on the internet and be assholes like we used to do. Let's be honest. Not like assholes in a bad way, but just jerk offs with cameras and the ability to go live. We're actually trying to create content, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it. And I want to thank everybody who listens, who watches us live, watches the replays, listens to us on the podcasting platforms, and everybody who's following us, and hopefully more people. If you're catching us for the first time, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on. That being said,
before you go, I did it while you were talking. The new sports drink, I love Blood, Sweat, and Spunk. The taste of a man.
Jesus Christ. On that note, good. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for hanging out. We're gonna play one last song for the night, and then we're gonna come back with our closing remarks and get the flock out of here. I got Mr. Jay Valor. He, as of right now, he's scheduled for Tuesday night. But as I said last night, huge shout out to the guy. He's flying into Vegas. He's got a show that night in Vegas, and he's still saying he wants to come on the show. So hopefully all pans out. As AJG said last night, he'll just take you up on stage with him. I was like, yeah, that works too. But Jay Valor is scheduled to be on next Tuesday's Glick's House of Music. And this is his cover of Teddy Swim's Lose Control. And I think he did a fantastic job.
Summer's got a hold of me lately. No, I don't know myself anymore. Feels like the walls are all closing in and the devil's knocking at my door. Oh, out of my mind, how many times did I tell you I'm no good at being alone? It's taking a toll on me, trying my best to from tearing the skin off my bones. Don't you know I lose control when you're not next to me? You're not here with me. I'm falling apart right in front of you. Can't you see? I lose control. I want your body like a fiend, like a bad habit. Bad habits trying to break when I'm with you. Yeah, I know I could do it on my own, but I want that real full moon black magic, and it takes two. Problematic. Problem is when I'm with you, I'm an addict, and I need some release. My skin in your teeth, can't see the forest through the trees. Got me down on my knees, on it, please. Oh, I lose control when you're not next to me. You're not here with me. I'm falling apart right in front of you. Can't you see? I lose control
Yes, sir. A little Jay Valor with his cover of Teddy Schwimm's Lose Control. Y'all go check out Jay Valor. Go show him some love. He's everywhere at Jay Valor doing his thing, and he'll be hanging out. As of right now, as far as I know, he'll be hanging out with this guy next Tuesday night, which will be another fun interview. All my interviews are fun. Man, I've had so much fun doing them. Anywho, anyways, appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate y'all listening. As always, thank you guys for your support. Jeffrey, you got anything to say?
Guy love, blood, sweat, and spunk. The taste of a man. Coming soon.
I don't co-sign on that, by the way, guys. This is a Jeff and Leggy thing. This is a Jeff and Leggy production.
That's right. When it becomes the new Prime energy or Prime drink, we'll keep the money.
That's all right. That's all right. AJG and I are going to be. AJG and I will be super successful down there at our Otter Barbecue joint, and then you're going to come pay us to put it in our our barbecue
you're going to beg
so.
us to have it in your barbecue restaurant because
No.
And we're like, no, you didn't sign off on it. No.
I'll just make my own. I'll just make my own off-brand, like my own spin-off brand. Yeah, I'll make a spin-off brand. Call it Dude Love. Call it Dude Love. And put a tie-dye print on it like Dude Love from WWE.
Just saying.
And then be like, have you ever wanted to taste what it's like to be a real man? Now you can. Drink Dude Love. Drink Dude Love. Have you ever wanted to catch otters and snakes and be a man and grow a man's beard like
the
Glick?
Bottle
Drink
is
Dude Love.
Skin.
Yeah.
Snakeskin
Drink
bottle.
Dude Love, and then we'll have some like sweet guitar riff or like a sick ass hip hop beat behind it or something. Hey, everybody's gonna be like, I never heard of Guy Love. That stuff. Fucking Wish version of Dude Love. Like, yeah.
It's like you
What's it
tried to
taste
draw
like?
his face from memory.
Anywho, with that being said, get the flock out of here. Jeff, you got anything to say for real outside of the blood, spunk, and tears? Yeah,
No.
mine will be blood, spunk, sweat, and tears.
There you go. It's that little bit of extra.
just a little E.
Well, and for those listening, this is my final thoughts. Go out and vote for Glick Hawk 2028 world presidents.
Mm-hmm. And then
We'll solve all your problems.
In the words of the late great Walter Cronkite, that's the way it is. Also,
what was his
in
name
the
again?
words of the Walter Gronkowski. Walter Gronkowski. Wait a minute, that's
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
and that's the way it is. We do, and as always, be good. Or be good at it, baby. We'll see you guys next time. Tune in tomorrow night to nothing. Nothing's tomorrow night.
Hump day.
Hump day. Hump day. Hump day.